If you are looking for green grass, contact Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. In business since 1959 and still growing. Call today, 855-777-9785.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. After an extremely cold start to the week, temperatures are turning around. Tonight, clear skies, not as cold. Overnight low temperature in the middle 40s. Tomorrow, plenty of sunshine with a high temperature up to about 72. That sounds like a heat wave. In fact, I think we'll be in the middle 70s with more sun on Friday and Saturday. The next chance of showers holding off till Sunday and Monday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Ready to borrow smarter this season? Apply online in minutes at yourasecu.com. Call 334-270-9011 or visit your local branch today.
ASD Credit Union. Your life, your goals, your ASD.
Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
Yeah, but a lot of people do agree with me on many things.
The River Region's News Talk Station. News Talk 93.1, WACV. News Talk 93.1.
I want to be careful, Will. I don't want to do anything to upset our agreement. If I did that, my colleagues would, I don't know, they'd have Katie Porter slap me to Pluto, and I couldn't blame them. Look, Senator Schumer chose to have this shut down. And it's clear, it was clear at the time, it's clear now. He just dug up more snakes than he could kill. His demands were unreasonable. They were so unreasonable that they weren't even within the realm of possibility on my side of the aisle. And we were prepared to just sit there as much as it hurt. I mean, we didn't have a choice. We couldn't possibly do what Senator Schumer wanted us to do. But look, I want to thank the Democrats who finally said, look, enough of this foolishness. We're going to open government up.
Calling all stations, clear the air lanes, clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
And the House vote is coming soon. And I've got a feeling that something's going to go wrong. I really do.
I got a feeling about this.
Me too. It's Happy Hour. Greg and Pamela on YouTube.
And here they are.
Wednesday is it's the day when it's you and me.
It's just us, kid.
Yep. Although we will hear we
Yep.
will hear from the movie maven, and the stock market is skyrocketing. But you said you heard something about Trump. I'm not seeing that headline anywhere.
Really? It was the first thing I read this morning about Democrats getting some emails and then apparently thousands of more documents. Mark Cumby probably has the info. Hold on. He'll update us. Let's see if I can find it.
All right. On the New York Post, the headline says Epstein emails reveal he stopped talking to Clinton for mysterious reason. He broke off contact with Slick Willie in January of 2016.
Oh, yeah. And then this one I just found on ABC News says House Democrats release new Epstein emails referencing Trump.
Okay. But it says read the Epstein emails that mention Donald Trump.
Epstein told Ghislaine Maxwell an alleged victim had spent hours at my house with Donald Trump.
Well,
he referred to Donald Trump as the dog that hasn't barked and told his former companion, Maxwell, that an alleged victim had spent hours at my house with Trump. I want you to realize that that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. That was from 2011. And then...
But that doesn't mean he had sex with this person.
Yeah?
No, I mean, somebody could have talked to him. Trump is a guy you can talk to. I don't know.
I just know that he really soured me on him, really. I mean, it kind of derailed my journey on the Trump train when he blew off releasing the files and said, you know, they're nothing. It's a big hoax. They're just blah, blah, blah.
That was not
good.
No. Because for a while, didn't he want that out there?
That was one of his promises. Yeah, he made a pretty big deal about it.
You know, we don't need this. We really, really don't need this.
Well, and remember Pam Bondi had all these like truth influencers that she gave binders to that were all just information we already know. And then she said, I have thousands of papers on my desk I have to go through. It's going to take a while. And then all of a sudden, oh no, you know, there's nothing worth anything there. It's all a big farce. Nothing to see here, people.
Well, I'm going to want to see something specific that without doubt makes him a client. Until then, I'm just not going to believe that.
I mean, I know, because you would think the Democrats would have put it on him years ago.
Yeah.
But
or would be raising hell over it right now.
I know. I don't know.
I don't know. The nature of this inclusion of his name in this email is vague.
Yeah.
It's always something, isn't it?
It is always something.
We have our first call, and we love it when you do. 272-9228. John is number one this afternoon. John.
Good afternoon.
Hey.
Hey.
So my take on that is that, like you guys said, if they had something on Trump, they would have released it a long time ago when they were in charge. I believe
you would think
that they, right. I believe that they added some phony stuff in there, and that's why all of a sudden they got on the bandwagon. Oh, let it out, let it out. But then when he wanted the transcripts from the grand jury, which is kind of hard to lie about that stuff, the Democrats all said, "Oh no, they wouldn't allow it."
Didn't Ghislaine Maxwell say that Trump was not?
She did because DOJ took her in and had hours of interviews with her over the summer or something. And she said that he wasn't a client.
She talked.
Right.
And I think part of that deal was she got a better place to stay.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. I don't think she's even asked Trump from prison to be pardoned. I don't think that's happening.
No. But we know there are clients because she was convicted.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
guess me how suddenly Trump's name just turns up. We've known about Bill Clinton and Bill Gates and so many of these other people, and they've never been held to account. But we know how the rules work in America. If you're a Democrat, that's like wearing a big blue condom. Because more than likely
Greg,
you're a prick and need coverage. What?
Have you ever had an opportunity to look into the X-22 report emails that I sent you?
I can't honestly say that I have.
Oh, okay.
And here's I don't even want to use it as an excuse. I have so much stuff to consume on a daily basis that, especially with the when we're in a cycle of news where you have to pay attention to what's happening right now.
Absolutely.
But I will.
It'll give you a different perspective, but yeah, I totally understand that you're a little busy there.
I look at everything people send, everything from jokes to funny TikTok videos, everything. I acknowledge that, I at least send a thank you or a thumbs up emoji to let people know I saw it. It's quite a bit, and I appreciate all of it, and I get some great stuff out of it.
I sent it to your email.
I will run a search during the next break and see if I can pull that up and prioritize it. I'm sorry, I'm not. Look,
no, it's okay. No worries.
Why do I feel so guilty then?
No, you shouldn't.
Okay.
Remember, we're the only ones that can make ourselves feel that way.
You're right.
I think you and I went to the same therapist.
I do that to myself all the time, all day, every day.
We must be responsible for our own feelings. John, thank you, man.
You guys. Yes, sir.
Very nice. Ooh, the Yankees fired somebody. International scouting director. Yeah, he has pulled in a bunch of losers. All right, here's Leonard.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Leonard.
Yes, today, as I'm a truck driver driving through Nashville today, the reason this email stuff died so quick about Trump, the lady that just committed suicide had died that had written the book. Whenever the Democrat had given all those emails, that was her name in it, and it was redacted. And once they found out who it was, she's already testified in front of Congress that Trump had nothing to do. So that's why that story has died. You can't hardly find out anything about it.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Virginia Jeffries.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm not saying you didn't do anything wrong. It's hard to be in that position and not have things like that at least offered to you by powerful people. But that died. They said they were trying to change the news cycle to get it away from the government shutdown.
Right. Okay. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. We are going to talk to Jeff next. Jeff, good afternoon.
Hey, Greg. I
Hey.
just sent you a photo. I was coming up behind Walmart in Wetumpka, and there was a baby deer out in the field just grazing away. I tried to send you a video, but it wouldn't let me. But the baby was just standing there eating, grazing at the grass.
That's sweet. You know,
Hopefully mama's close.
Yeah, I see deer in my neighborhood all the time. And I'm very careful leaving in the dark because I do not want to. I don't know what I would do if I hit one on the way to work in the morning. Even if I made it to work on time, I would be an emotional wreck.
Yeah.
And Rich Thomas would start teasing me about a Thanksgiving table that would have a seat for a missing deer.
Oh gosh.
Because he did that to me.
I had a teacher one time. She was an elderly lady. She was already near retirement age when I was in third grade.
Mm-hmm.
And her brother's mule got out, and she hit it.
Oh.
One morning. It was a cold morning. It was in the wintertime. And she drove all the way from Camp Hill, Alabama to Hughley, Alabama with a spider web windshield. That's how dedicated she was.
Wow.
Her name was Zana Woody. And
Woody,
she was
that name sounds...
She was a sweet,
Oddly
wonderful
familiar.
lady. But yeah, she was a very sweet lady.
Yeah, you know, one day of the year is Teacher Appreciation Day, and I always tell a few stories about teachers that had major... In fact, I was lucky in Chicago. I started in radio there and was on the air, and I was able to invite my journalism teacher, Miss Banks. She also was the faculty advisor to the student paper, of which I was editor. And it was great to have a chance to tell a teacher who really changed my thinking in approach to... Because you got time for a lame ass story, John? Jeff?
Yes, go ahead, please. I love it.
So I'm a junior, and the sophomore, rather, it's my first day. They'd already put out the first issue of the school paper, and Miss Banks came in and said, "This is boring. This is all scores and little meetings and things like that. We need something in here that will make it more interesting, human interest." And I didn't feel bad because I wasn't part of the first issue. I came in for the second. So I had a friend named Ron Stracolursi. That's the only reason I remember this guy's name.
What a name.
Yeah. Look, I was one of the few people in my high school that graduated with a 2-syllable name because most everybody had a Witz or a Ski or, multiple syllable name. Anyway, I said, my friend Ron is taking flying lessons. Are you talking about stuff like that? She says, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Gregory Benjamin Boudel. Write that story. It was in the next issue. It was my first story in the Bengal Lancer. But the paradigm that she established was one I have followed literally my entire life. And it was great to buy her dinner and thank her.
Yeah. I used to go visit Miss Woody. She had retired. I'd go up and visit her. She lived in Camp Hill. And my girlfriend at the time lived in Dadeville, Alabama. And so I would me and her would go visit Miss Woody, and it was always good. She passed on now. She passed on a few years back, and I miss talking to her.
You know what? If she were able to hear this conversation, who knows if she can or can't. But that's why teachers do what they do.
Yeah.
So that somewhere down the line, a student is going to come back to them and thank them for a very specific impact they had on their life. I really believe that most teachers, they can't be in it for the money. So that's their reward.
Yeah.
And anybody that had a teacher that influenced or helped make them better at their career, whatever, it's always great to let them know that. That's the check they cash in retirement.
That's it.
Thank you for the call.
All right, thank you.
Something else that Miss Banks, because I was in her journalism class and her English class, and she would tell personal stories. She would tell Miss Banks lame-ass stories, so to speak. And she, one day, just to get the class gathered and said, she said, boy, I am so glad. I think it was her birthday. She was 36 or something like that. She said, I'm so glad to be out of my 20s. That was the toughest 10 years of my life. And we were all shocked, like, you're really happy to be that old? 36? I now know exactly what she was talking about. 20s are tough. I mean, a lot of things went right.
Well, that's when you're a baby adult.
Yeah.
It's like you're a toddler.
And you would never survive your 20s if you had any concept of how much you don't know. I don't care how smart you are. You still have to have a huge number of life experiences and survive them, make good choices, and learn, and then move on. And then by the time you hit, I mean, here's my final sermon on this topic. You should be learning something every day you're alive and can.
Thank you. I think so too.
There's a Netflix series. I think we'll probably talk about it with Ellen when she joins us, called Death by Lightning. Now, when was the last time anybody on the street engaged you in a conversation about President James A. Garfield? Let's talk about that guy.
Never.
He was in office 2 months, but he was assassinated. I have been watching tons, because the more history you learn, the better you are at today. Boy, that should be on a bumper sticker. I sometimes sound smarter than I really am. And I've been studying the Gilded Age, the super rich from the late 19th century. Fascinating stuff. And
some of the people who went down with the Titanic.
Yes.
Ooh.
The Astors.
Big conspiracy theory.
The not everything's a conspiracy, but maybe. I mean, you got to keep your mind open to that. There's so many things that need to be re-questioned, re-looked at. But I did not know until this series. It's on Netflix. It's 4 parts. I think it's excellent. And you'll see that politics was no different then than it is now. It was not proper. It was vulgar. It was deals. But I had no idea that Garfield got the nomination in 1880 because he stood up and made a speech in support of somebody else that wanted to be president. He did so well with the speech that he got 1 vote in the nomination process. And the guy he made the speech for got really mad that one of the delegates said, I like this guy. And that wasn't his intention. He had no intention of being president. Well, as the voting went on and on and on, and more people started talking about Garfield. He started with 1 vote on the first ballot and ended up getting the nomination. And it stunned the party, especially Chester A. Arthur, who is played by Nick Offerman.
Really? He's from Vermont.
Is he?
Chester A. Arthur.
Oh, I thought Nick Offerman was from Vermont.
No.
Well, Arthur's a character. I mean, he's the Bill Clinton. He's bawdy, he's drunk, just really a smart politician, but kind of a wretched human being. It's really interesting. I've watched the first 2 parts. I can't wait for the third. But it helped to study a little bit about that time, so some of this made sense. This is what I mean by always trying to learn something. And given what we see going on in politics today, I think it's more important than ever to study American history, learn about these people. The Garfield story is amazing. Guy goes to a convention with no intention of being president, wants nothing to do with it, but makes a great speech, and suddenly he's the guy. And Arthur was one of the people that, now is there a conspiracy there? And it turns out some guy from Maine that was a senator at that time winds up losing his seat unexpectedly. I mean, the twists and turns, what you see in this documentary film is nothing's changed. The same kind of deals, same kind of, they used to call it, there used to be a show called Capitol Cloakroom that talked about what really happened behind the scenes, you know. I used to listen to that all the time. It's on ABC Network, I think. Anyway, what you see is that what we're going through today is nothing new. The names have changed. The times have changed. It's interesting because everything in that 1880 election was communicated by telegraph. But people hovered over the telegraph machine like we do over a cell phone.
Yeah.
I remember seeing things, comedy TV shows and stuff, where wives would be angry at their husbands because their face was buried in the newspaper. What's the difference between, I mean, technology, I know that.
There's not.
Yeah, we're wired that way. We want to know.
Yeah.
We just have had unbelievable advancements in the technology. We just like to have.
Yeah, there's an end to the newspaper. Once you get to the back of it, you can put it back together and put it on the table. But on your phone, it's limitless.
It's proved that we as human beings, we like to have our face buried in something. That's not what I meant, and you know it. 327, we got to get to the traffic dungeon. I noticed 85 southbound towards downtown was looking slow. But it was fine until I got to Eastern Boulevard. So I don't know what's going on there. We'll get that from Skipper in a moment. Our reminder that our show, Baumhauer's tonight, if you can. After the show, join us over there for some camaraderie, food, fun, camaraderie. Our show brought to you in part by Clark's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing, a Clark's Club membership. Many found value in that when that super cold weather came in and their furnace did not adequately warm the house. If you're a Clark's Club member, you call 277-2125. And they, no matter what time of day, and they arrange for somebody to be on the way to help you get priority service. But the best part of that $180 investment is they come out twice a year, tune your system, leave it clean, and running energy efficiently. That in itself, it kind of pays for itself if your system's in good shape. But if you have a heating, AC, or plumbing problem anytime, like I did 2 weeks ago with the tub, the faucet just kept spinning, couldn't shut it off. 277-2125, an hour and 15 minutes from the phone call to the completion of the repair. That's what I call great service. You can also visit clarkcomfort.com, Alabama certification number 09098.
Traffic is brought to you by Dillon Rings. Dillon Rings has great watches and beautiful rings. Or have Josh design a piece of jewelry for you. Shop Dillon Rings now at 119 Brown Springs Road. And check them out on Facebook.
Thank you, JT. Blue Water News with Sky coming up. It's 3:30.
Well, my goodness, we have accidents this afternoon. West-South Boulevard near the TA Travel Center. If you're coming down from Rosa Parks, headed up to I-65, watch out, should be in your lane there. Coliseum Boulevard at Federal Drive, got an accident there, as well as Taylor at Vaughn and I-85 southbound. Got a vehicle off near Perry Hill Road, some signage there. Could be road work or maybe a disabled vehicle, but watch out for folks walking around there. And we've got that afternoon slowdown on I-65 southbound, right past West Boulevard on your way out to Hope Hall. Road work there. Buckle up. We'll keep you updated. At McKinnon Toyota, trade in any non-Toyota pickup on a Tundra or Tacoma and get an extra $1,000 off. It's worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Jack Ingram Nissan. Shop now at jackingramnissan.com.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, these are today's top stories. A bill has been pre-filed to ban gender discussion in Alabama classrooms. House Bill 23 bans discussion of gender identity or sexual orientation in public schools for pre-K through 12th grade. HB 23 also requires school staff to call students by biological sex at birth pronouns. The Alabama Marine Patrol Division and Aviation Unit rescued 3 men who were stranded on the Alabama River in Montgomery County. The men's boat ran out of gas and one person began to have seizures as the temperature dropped Sunday night. The aviation crew spotted the boat roughly a mile from Catoma Creek and guided the Marine Patrol to the scene for the rescue. A new police substation is coming to East Montgomery. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office will be opening the new substation at the shops at East Chase. A ribbon-cutting ceremony and open house is set for tomorrow from 10:30 to noon. Sheriff Derek Cunningham invites the public to attend. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
In the market for a used car? Visit jackingram.com to view our selection of luxury, domestic, and imported vehicles. With 8 locations and online at jackingram.com, Jack Ingram Motors is sure to have the perfect car for you.
Hey, y'all, Lewis at the Capital Oyster Bar. We're located over here on that beautiful Alabama River. If you had never been here, y'all, it's easy to get to. Get on I-65, take the North Boulevard exit, take the first exit you come to. That's Louisville Street. Hit the bottom of the ramp, then turn right, and turn right again. That's 3 times right. Follow it to the end of the road. And pretty soon you're going to be able to come from downtown on a newly paved road with a walking trail. That's right. We're really thankful this week that the city has let the contracts out to pave the road. If you've ever been from downtown to the Oyster Bar the back way, well, you know what I'm talking about. They're going to pave it, put in nice walking trails. Boy, that's going to be beautiful. So that's all right. You know how to get here. So don't forget, check out CapitalOysterBar.com. You'll see a menu, a map how to get here, everything you need to know. Go to our Facebook page. You'll also see the next show coming up, our Sunday in December. Josh Garrett's back in town from Louisiana. So don't forget, come on down here hungry, bring the whole crew with you, and let's have a good time.
Hi, it's me, Flo, here to tell you that with a Progressive Home and Auto Bundle, you get 24/7 protection, so you're covered no matter where the day takes you.
Even bad hair day?
Yep.
And tree branch fell on my car day?
Especially that day. Progressive has you covered 24/7 for your home and auto.
How about thought it was chicken, but it was tuna day? Or overnight construction outside my bedroom day?
Those days too.
Great, because that was each day this week.
Been there. Well, at least your home and auto are covered every day with Progressive.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Taxes was feeling unwelcome. Now Taxes is an open door, literally, to new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts in person.
Hi, welcome in.
They're powered by Smart Tech and ready to do your taxes for you. Get real-time updates while you go about your day. Confident your taxes are done right. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. TurboTax stores opening soon. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Call Dad. No, Ella, call Chad.
Since 1993, Chad has been showing up, ready to help with whatever your home AC needs. His mission, to serve first. Chad takes the time to understand exactly what you're looking for, and if he can help, he'll walk you through the best options, sometimes even with 0% or low payment financing to make things easier. No more sweating over hot and cold spots, surprise $700 energy bills, or wondering if your unit will make it through another season. Call Chad today at 784-9144. That's 784-9144.
Call Dad. No, Ella, call Chad.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this. Listen close. You got a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. After an extremely cold start to the week, temperatures are turning around. Tonight, clear skies, not as cold. Overnight low temperature in the middle 40s. Tomorrow, plenty of sunshine with a high temperature up to about 72. That sounds like a heat wave. In fact, I think we'll be in the middle 70s with more sun on Friday and Saturday. The next chance of showers holding off till Sunday and Monday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Live local talk. The River Region's only 24-hour news talk FM station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
You threw up at a party one night, and the pictures are all online. You trashed your ex, and you've had some car wrecks, and now everyone spies that you've got DUIs. So Google yourself if you don't believe it. Yeah, Google yourself so you can see it. You did those things as a stupid young man, but online they last when you were having a blast. So Google yourself if you don't believe it. Google yourself and try to delete it.
Ever done that?
Googled myself?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's terrible.
Why?
Because, okay, you see it a lot more now, but in 2008, when Max was hurt, the internet came for me. Do you know the story of all that?
No.
Okay. So this is part of why I say I've lived 1,000 lives, because this is like a lifetime story.
Okay.
I'm warning you. You're a Libra man.
Yes.
You may cry.
Okay.
Okay. This is not a thing a lot of people know, and I realize I'm putting it out everywhere. But Max was shaken by his babysitter when he was a baby. Yes. And it was my friend who, she was watching him while I was at work.
Mm-hmm.
And when I came home from work to pick him up, she said he was in bed, but he was in bed in a coma. And I had to call 911 and get him to the hospital. She went to jail. Luckily, they took her into custody that night. We never saw her again.
Oh my God.
She did not get what was coming to her, but you know, whatever. But this made the news naturally, because whenever a child goes to the hospital hurt, you know, there's an investigation and everything right away is basically out in the public. So we were interviewed, me and his dad, and he wasn't with us, but they were asking us, you know, if he had been in a car accident or what had caused this injury, because he did have a significant brain injury. So he went into surgery that night. He's amazing. I mean, he's like an angel on earth now, but he has a huge medical history and has gone through a lot because of it. But because it was picked up by the news, they villainized us as his parents, because this woman who was my friend was trying to, she had put out an ad on Craigslist to babysit more kids in her home. And so journalists or whoever found that and immediately said, oh, these parents whose kid just got hurt with this woman did the same thing. This is how they found her. This is why you never get a babysitter off Craigslist.
Right.
But she was my friend. But that, if you Google my name in Vermont, that's what you read.
Holy crap.
Is like this babysitter nightmare story.
Wow.
Yeah.
That had to be, I don't know how you process the feelings that go with that.
I was 21.
How did you not, how did you not kill that woman?
So luckily I never saw her again. And then actually when she was released from jail, we found out, okay, so the justice system is so terrible.
Yeah.
It is not great for victims. In our case, it was not.
That's often the case.
We were not notified when she got out of jail.
Really?
Because she had developed a drug problem in jail and got
You
out.
go to jail and get a drug problem.
She got out to go to rehab because she needed rehab. And then they put her into like a halfway house, basically. And we lived about 3 miles away from each other when this happened. So she got out and went back to the town where she was living before and got a job there. And I found out from somebody that I know that she was working at Dunkin' Donuts. And so I call our victim's advocate and I'm like, where's the disconnect, people? I'd like to know this. Sometimes I stop there on my way to work. Can you imagine?
Jeez.
I had PTSD so bad
bet.
for years because of that ambulance ride with him. I couldn't go, gosh, I don't know how many years it was. I didn't drive near that part of town because it was so traumatic.
Wow.
But
That's a smaller town, I'm assuming, so it's harder to
oh yeah, definitely.
avoid a place. Wow.
Yeah. But we moved to Alabama and it was right after she got out. So I had more communication from my victim's advocate and their like notification system after we moved than I did when we were there, because she actually ended up like reoffending multiple times. They never revoked her parole.
You're kidding.
They let her stay out. They had no idea the scope of Max's injury or that his medical records were this thick. But it is literally God's plan that we came to Alabama, because he never would have had another surgery that got rid of his seizures that were a result of that brain injury. And we found that in Alabama with a doctor here after going to
Good Lord.
Vermont Children's Hospital, Dartmouth, Boston Children's Hospital, that are supposed to be amazing, but it was actually Children's of Alabama.
Well, this
where
is
we found the best doctors.
Vermont's the state that keeps sending Bernie Sanders back, and it's he's the figurehead for the political system there.
Yeah.
Because face it, law enforcement in any state is also tied to politics. Wow. I can't believe. How long was she in jail?
6 years. 6 years.
She got a break.
Yeah, well, they gave her a plea deal that was 6 to 15 to serve. So she was supposed to be
Did you have to go to court for that?
We went to her sentencing, but they did a plea deal. So it was just they gave her that. It was accepted. We went to her sentencing. And then
What was her excuse? Did she offer any type of?
She just lost it because he was crying while she was changing his diaper.
Oh God.
Yeah. Not.
Well,
and
obviously, there's a lot
she
more
had
going
2 children. She had a son that was Max's age. Literally, they were born a month apart, and they were all there together. And the courts let her have partial custody back of her kids when she got out of jail, when they were still young, because this happened to Max when he was 13 months old.
Oh God.
And so her son was 14 months old, and then would have been about 6, 7 almost when she got out. And yeah, they just went back, and she got to have her kids for the summer and all that kind of stuff. It was very eye-opening for me. That gave me a very jilted view of things and massive mistrust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understandably so.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that's what you find when you Google my name in Vermont. Here, probably nothing comes up.
Yeah, that's got to be tough when you Google and the first thing in your face is this terrible story.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you could forget it. I'll bet that's something that comes across your mind more than once a day, every day.
Yeah. And the anniversary of it was last week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never forget about it. It's been a long time, but.
Yeah. Market today. I'm trying to process this in my head. And of course, anybody that has a child
Yeah.
thinks about their child that 13 months and being viciously shaken to the point of a brain injury. Ooh, man. That is tough. I am so sorry that you had to go through that. But that's why they write books about why bad things happen to good people. Seriously, I'm not joking. That's tough. Wow. I just took a very productive but brief walk behind the building to get a better look at what's going on 85. And it's moving, but it's very, very slow going southbound. So let's get the latest from Skipper. Come right back.
Well, we have some road work going on this afternoon on I-85 southbound right around Perry Hill and on I-65 southbound between Highway 80 and Hope Hall. That one, once again, has reared its ugly head. A one-lane traffic there. We had a couple of other accidents we hope have cleared. West-South Boulevard near the TA Travel Center and also Coliseum Boulevard at Federal Drive. Use caution in both those spots. We will keep you updated. High school students get a head start on college with dual enrollment at Trenton State. Over 400 students are taking advantage of this program. Registration going on now for spring 2026. Go to trentumstate.edu/dual enrollment for more information. I'm Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
All right, to the plus, and the vote is ongoing in the House on the government shutdown. But the market seems to be confident today, up back over 48,000. Brett McDonald will join us later. Some of the government numbers they haven't been able to produce that affect the market will be coming out in the days ahead, assuming they get this done. And something is nagging at me. It's gnawing at me saying something's going to come up. The Democrats are going to find a reason to F all of us because that's what they do. That's what they're best at. So we'll see. I'll believe it when I see it. I would love in my heart of hearts to believe that they are the party that's going to pay the price for this shutdown. We'll see. I'm also kind of proud of the Republicans for standing their ground. They did not cave. They said, look, here's the deal. We're the party in power. We have to live with you when you have it. So deal with it. But Brad McDonald will explain how it impacts you and your money and some of the other things that he's looking towards for further guidance. In the meantime, he and his firm Invista Advisors would love a visit from you to talk about you and your financial future. But I promise you this, it's a no pressure environment there. If you want to work with them, you like the people, I don't know how you can't, then you'll make that decision. Nobody's going to put any pressure on you. Everybody that's a client at Invista Advisors is there because they want to be. And that's the way it should be. 387-0094.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
Put the power of Action 8 News in the palm of your hand. Download the free Action 8 News app to stay on top of breaking news wherever you are. Search for WAKA News in your app store to download the Action 8 News app today. Keep your family safe by watching Action 8 News. Look for 8 on your side consumer alerts with product recalls involving cars, food, children's toys, and other items in your home. 8 on your side, keeping you safe only on Action 8 News.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Pestruccelli, General Sales Manager and co-owner of Blue Water Broadcasting. For over 21 years, Blue Water Broadcasting has been a proud part of the River region. We're not just a company, we're your neighbors. Our owners, air staff, account executives, and support team all live right here. We believe in this community, and we stand by our slogan, Blue Water Broadcasting, local folks helping local business.
He may not know whether he's coming or going. But whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings, 6 till 9, and afternoons, 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
Today's show is brought to you by the Free Space in Bingo, the world's first participation trophy.
Hey, we're back. I almost played something that would have been horribly inappropriate. It's one of those things. Today we can work on the pile.
Yeah, let's do that.
Got a lot of things. We have these are odds and ends, so nothing earth shaking. It's just interesting crap.
Did you watch Frankenstein yet?
No.
Oh gosh.
I hear it's great.
I know.
I
You
hear it's
gotta
great.
watch It does take a while.
But have you watched Death by Lightning yet?
No.
I'm telling you, it's great.
But I just heard about it just now.
Oh, Papa B's on the line. Let's talk to him. Hey.
Hey, Greg, Pamela.
Hi.
Can y'all hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. So, Pamela, I'm so sorry to hear all that happened to you. And I didn't call to give you a one-upmanship or anything like that, but I know from personal experience how difficult really that is. Okay. So, just briefly, and I'm not calling for, somebody try to feel sorry for me or anything. My dad was shot, killed at his home.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
And the thing is, I experienced something similar to that, and it just took forever. It took 3 years just to get to the trial.
Yes.
And then when the guy was finally tried, he only spent 2 years in prison.
Oh, that is awful.
2 years. That's all. My whole point in saying all this, and this is a shared kind of experience we have now,
Yeah.
is that justice has been so hobbled
Mm-hmm.
in this country. It is meted out quickly for some, and for others, it just is not available at all, really.
Yep.
And I don't know how that gets fixed. I really don't. Not going to pretend I do. But, and then this is, kind of my broader point. We saw in action just now this week, here today, I had this news story came up. Because the people that have, corrupted the system, they are benefiting from it.
Yeah.
Okay. They are the ones that control it very tightly and do what they want to do with it. If you saw an article today about this guy that Governor Pritzker of Illinois had up on the stage with him. They wanted to get rid of the cops and install these quote-unquote neighborhood guardians. Okay? Now, these neighborhood guardians are the crooks, the criminals. And I don't know who came up with this bright idea, but the guy that he had up on stage with him was just arrested for a heist of something like $1 million.
Wow.
He had a rap sheet as long as your arm,
But he was on stage with Governor Pritzker?
He was on stage with Governor Pritzker, okay, as this neighborhood guardian thing, okay? This is their idea. And, they got this crazy idea that, trying to be nice to the criminals, but then the people that actually are the victims, I don't know, they discount or just not even pay attention to. I don't understand the psychology here, but their moral compass is exactly 180 degrees backwards. And this is what we're running up against. What it makes me think is that Pritzker and company are just part of the criminal scene.
Well, given that about 4 or 5 of the last 8 governors of Illinois have all gone to jail for something, it's almost a prerequisite. And he looks like a shady mob boss, that fat bastard does.
He does.
He does. But this is what we're up against here. This is the reason why, of course, they've installed corrupt judges. Here we go. Trump can't get anything done because of these judges, but then yet they just persecute Trump or anybody to do with him. You know, they use the justice system as part of their little criminal cabal.
Yeah.
You know, and so this is kind of, and again, I don't know how to fix it. I'm not saying that I do, but it's worth pointing out and worth understanding. This is what we're up against. This is what all of us are having to deal with and contend with in our time.
Yeah.
And it's just enough. It's just good enough to, hey, let's all be aware of it and point it out. It's it's worth knowing it. So anyway, again, I'm sorry that this has happened to you. Golly bum, I hope you get relief. You know, I know it's with you from now on. It's like a car that doesn't go away, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, all right, guys. Well, thanks for letting me chime in here.
Thanks for sharing.
Thanks for calling 272-9228. All right, we're at the top of the hour. We're going to go back to the traffic dungeon moment. We're going to Baumhauer's after the show tonight. We hope you'll join us. And let's take people on a quick visit to Jack Ingram. If we may, I wanted to point out the pictures and video are in. If you're shopping for a pre-owned car, your main worry is, who do I trust? Why should I take their word for it? Well, at Jack Ingram, they answer all those questions. And now they have the pictures and a video on the 2015 Ford Taurus Limited. There it is, the car on the left at $99.99. And right next to it, also new, a 2017 GMC Terrain SLT at $12,999. But you can shop in any price range. Maybe you're interested in $12,999 off on a Porsche Macan. They have signature pre-owned Porsches, Mercedes-Benz, and more. Sedans, SUVs, economy cars. Every make and model, every brand, and a location service. So if they don't have quite what you're looking for, you can ask for help with that. They'll certainly do their best. I know they've done it for a couple of our listeners who called to thank me for sending them there and then told a story about how they ultimately found the car that they were looking for. Super professional, wonderful folks, and 25 lending partners to make sure you get done on the car you want. It's always a good time to love what you drive. Start at Jack Ingram, signatureusecars.com. Take it from me, an 8-time buyer. They really do a great job.
Traffic is brought to you by Baumhauer's. Start 2025 off with legendary buffalo wings from Baumhauer's Victory Grill. Baumhauer's has great food, service, and fun. See you at Baumhauer's Victory Grill.
Salem Radio News coming up at the top of the hour.
Well, we have some road work going on this afternoon on I-85 southbound right around Perry Hill and on I-65 southbound between Highway 80 and Hope Hall. That one, once again, has reared its ugly head. A one-lane traffic there. We had a couple of other accidents we hope have cleared. West-South Boulevard near the TA Travel Center and also Coliseum Boulevard at Federal Drive. Use caution in both those spots. We will keep you updated. High school students get a head start on college with dual enrollment at Trenton State. Over 400 students are taking advantage of this program. Registration going on now for spring 2026. Go to trentumstate.edu/dual enrollment for more information. I'm Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. At PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
Experience the magic of the holiday season with a cruise down the Alabama River on the Harriet II, the finest entertainment spot in the river region. Take in the stunning skyline and enjoy the sights and sounds with friends and family. Book your holiday cruise today at funinmontgomery.com. Your holiday will be magical when you cruise the Alabama River on the Harriet II, the best place to entertain your coworkers, friends, and family. The stunning skyline and the sights and sounds will make your party the best. Book your holiday cruise today at funinmontgomery.com.
From weddings and concerts to cookouts and construction sites, TT Porta Toilets has been serving Central Alabama for over 30 years. Whether you need standard portable toilets with wash stations or upscale restroom trailers for special events, the Tierce family has the right solution for every occasion. So when you're planning your next big event or project, make it easy on yourself. Call 285-5513. or visit ttportatoilet.com. TT Porta Toilets. Clean, convenient, dependable.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
It's November 12th, the greatest day ever. On the 12th of November, 1954, Ellis Island, the gateway to America, shuts its doors after processing more than 12 million immigrants. Today, an estimated 40% of all Americans can trace their roots through Ellis Island. The other 60% are scared they might get sent back any day now. Have a great November 12th, the greatest day ever.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
402. With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. It looks as though America's longest-running government shutdown will be over by this evening. House lawmakers expected to vote tonight in the affirmative on a bill that would end the shutdown, then send it on to President Trump for his expected signature. Americans who rely on SNAP food benefits say they're ready for the shutdown to end as well. The U.S. Department of Agriculture notes that about 74% of the assistance that goes to some 42 million Americans was spent last year at superstores like Walmart and supermarkets like Kroger. About 14% went to smaller stores. Major streaming platforms are continuing to raise their prices as consumers stick with subscriptions despite the higher costs. HBO Max, Hulu, Disney Plus, and Netflix are pushing new tiers. On Wall Street at the closing bell, the Dow was up 326 points, the NASDAQ down 61. This is SRN News.
Right now in Ukraine, elderly Jews are trapped in unbearable poverty. Galina, she's a 96-year-old Holocaust survivor who has spent her entire life in the same village. She's sick and alone and facing another bitterly cold winter. And today, like every day, she has to decide to spend what little money she has on food, medicine, or heating. No one should have to live like this, but for Galina and so many others, this is the harsh reality. Look, the Bible tells us that when you bless elderly Jews living in poverty like Galina, you will receive blessings in return. Through the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews and your generous donation, you can bring hope to those in need. Your gift of just $25 will help provide a food box packed with life-saving essentials that help feed an elderly Jew struggling to survive. Don't delay. Your gift today will help provide the life-saving food and hope that Galina and many like her so desperately need. UrgentIFCJ.org. That's one word, UrgentIFCJ.org, or call now at 866-338-IFCJ, 866-338-4325.
Hey, today is a very special day.
Happy hour day.
Ready to get this party started?
Because it's always happy hour somewhere. Every hour is happy hour.
Sounds like a party, baby.
Ooh, yeah.
Juggle.
More beer, you slappy wag. There must be a bar. I can finally get a drink. I need to drink beer.
You need bar beers.
And as you know, I like my beer. Beer don't by itself.
I'm having a beer.
Yeah.
Come on down and party with me. Say, hey, bartender. Hey, man, look at me.
Free beer. I'm a booze hound.
I don't want your free for a glass of beer.
Okay, meet me at the bar in 15 minutes and suit up.
Would you like some more champagne?
I'd love some.
Who's ready for margaritas?
Fireball.
All right, last call, fellas. It's closing time.
Ah, crap. I'm not even half buzzed.
Bam! We came here to drink some beer.
No free beer, but we will be at Baumhauer's. It's happy hour day, so let's celebrate.
Yay.
At the place that has one of the happiest happy hours in town, Baumhauer's Victory Grill. Hope to see you there after the show. It's 4:05. I'm still processing that story you told.
I'm sorry.
No.
I know.
That's part of your life, and you may have touched somebody. Well, look, we had the call from
Papa B,
who went through a similar experience. I'm not going to name any names, but we've got other listeners who have been through terrible traumas.
Yeah.
Including a murder.
Yes.
Of a child.
Mm-hmm.
And no justice. None. How do you live with that? And to a great guy. I mean, it just, one of my first 12-step sponsors, a very wise man, told me that, I've told the story before. He's the guy he was a writer, a Pulitzer Prize winning writer, by the way. And during the course of his drinking, since I haven't named him, there's no harm in telling you this, that he would get so angry after he drank that he took his Pulitzer Prize, the framed certificate,
Mm-hmm.
and wiped his butt with it.
Wow.
He didn't even know who he was angry at. And of course, then you sober up and you realize what you do. And it's like, what? It's just insane. But he interviewed 50 people who had been NDEs, near-death experience,
Mm-hmm.
and was astonished at all the parallels in the stories they told.
Yeah.
Nobody knew anybody else in that group. And it took him almost 2 years to produce the story. But the one thing that they all shared in common was that at the moment they clinically passed, they were filled with a wisdom that they couldn't recall. They just knew they had it.
Mm-hmm.
That made sense of all the things that don't make sense
Yeah.
in this life. And there's plenty of it. Everybody's got a story like that to tell. Just sometimes it's not fair. But life isn't fair. There's no accounting. Thanks for interrupting my story here with a picture of Hakeem Jeffries. He's the jackass that wants to do a last-minute holdout for Obamacare subsidies. How many times do we have to vote for that turd? Get him out. He and Schumer, bye-bye. But the good news is they're going to go even further to the left. And I don't see that resonating. You know, the problem they have, New York and states like Illinois,
Mm-hmm.
they're driving off the conservatives, who are generally very productive people and taxpayers. So you go ahead and vote for all this socialistic garbage, but
They're driving off people in the middle too.
Oh, yeah.
Who just, it makes no sense to them.
none of it does. And they're moving to Tennessee and to North Carolina. And of course, Florida has been overwhelmed. Texas, 300,000. The dollar value of the people in Texas alone is close to $1 trillion in net worth. That's left New York. They can't tax it. They can't touch it.
Mm-hmm.
So you vote in Imam Dani. Where's the money going to come from for all these wonderful things, for the free housing, for the free buses, for the government grocery stores? Who the hell would want that? But that's what they're going to get. Joe Rogan, who I don't see as the oracle of modern society like some do. I'm sorry. I tend not to trust people who got hit in the head a lot. But
There is something to that.
he says, it looks like we're headed for a civil war. Brilliant. David Blackman calls it a national divorce. Something's going to have to give at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how. I mean, in the old days, in the Civil War, it was North versus South. It was blue versus gray. You could recognize your enemy. How do you do that here? Because they're everywhere. And I don't want that. I don't want a civil war. But if you want the kind of politics they're voting for in New York and the vicious stubbornness they stick to it with Illinois and Massachusetts and other places, well, fine. You can have that. But I don't want to be underwriting your stupid ideas. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Because
the U.S. taxpayer ends up subsidizing a lot of that crap, like Obamacare. The problem is bigger than my ability to even talk about it intelligently.
Do you want to hear what one of our commenters just said?
Yes.
California Governor Gavin Newsom's former chief of staff has been arrested on charges of conspiring to commit bank and wire fraud.
How many people heard that news and said,
"Oh, what a surprise!"
Nobody. He is
perfect.
I don't know how anybody can like that guy. I mean, I'll admit he's a handsome dude, but you know what? He's a snake.
He has the same birthday as Remy.
How can we change that?
Gosh, we can't.
That's unfortunate.
That's terrible.
Let's talk about AMS Studios. I'm coming up there Saturday at 12:30 appointment, right?
Oh, yes.
I got my confirmation notice, and we're going to work on this.
Yes. We'll probably do the whole face and your hands.
Well, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Why not? While we're there.
I'll bet my listeners can't wait to see me on Monday morning.
No.
I didn't mean you.
Yep. We'll do
But-
before and after pictures. We'll take a video so we can show it
We're
on
doing
the
IPL,
stream.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Intense pulse light therapy.
Yes.
This does amazing things for the skin. So look at me, go to YouTube, pull up Happy Hour with Greg and Pamela, and see if you can't compare the difference between today and Monday.
Yeah. We'll have Mark take screenshots.
Great
He's good at
idea.
tracking it.
Great idea. Where is Mark Cumby anyway? He's been kind of invisible lately.
He's commented a few.
Good.
He's always here, just sometimes more quiet.
AMS Studios, not only a great place to get technology to help you achieve certain personal goals about the way you look, your weight, your body, so many different things, skin tightening, all of that, all the things that you don't want to go have done with a cosmetic surgeon, because the result is much more natural with the technologies that Pamela has, but also a place that can provide you with a gift certificate opportunity that will really blow somebody away.
Yes. One size fits all.
And Christmas, we're almost at mid-November already.
I know. It is about that time.
So ams-studios.com online, you can consult with Pamela's business, AMS Studios, at 730-1268 if you have questions about what you're looking at. And you can even buy a gift certificate online. So check it out. I'm looking forward to being up there. I'm going to do a bunch of things in Prattville on Saturday, actually.
Good.
It is 13 minutes after 4 o'clock. Looking out. Okay. 85 southbound now moving quickly. Think we can get Jay Quellen in this afternoon
Oh, let me text her.
for a couple of minutes. And Rich's forecast, it is nice to know that it is not going to be freezing cold. I was out on the bike today, and it was actually, I was a little bit too bundled up. But the wind today, well, we always have something to complain about. If it's not the cold, it's the wind. At least it wasn't 30 below zero like it felt the other day. There is a lot happening on the roads there. Here's Skipper with the latest.
Well, we have a new accident in Prattville. This is Highway 14 at I-65. And if you're approaching I-65 from the Prattville side, please watch out. It is right there in front of you at the interstate. In Montgomery, everything's looking pretty good right now. Light to mostly moderate traffic. We're really busy. We've got road work going on I-85 southbound at Perry Hill Road. Please watch out for folks there and get over to the left if you can. All lanes are open. West-South Boulevard past Highway 80. We've got a slowdown of traffic because of road work there again this afternoon. One-lane traffic. It's going to take you a few minutes to maneuver that outbound past Hope Hall. Keep it here. We will keep you updated. The workhorse specials at Thompson Tractor. See the all-new Cat 255 compact track loader. 3-year warranty, 74-inch bucket, 1,000-hour filter kit. Only $73,655. 0% financing. Thompson Tractor off I-85 past Taylor Road. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Holy cow, Benji. Gold has gone up to $4,000 an ounce. How can our audience cash in at Marguerite's?
At Marguerite's, we do more than sell jewelry. We also buy jewelry. If you have old jewelry, broken jewelry that you don't know what it is, bring it to us and we'll pay you for it. So don't let your old jewelry collect dust. Let Marguerite's pay you for it. Take advantage of gold being at an all-time high. Come see us at Marguerite's and let us give you some money.
Tell them where they can find you, Benji.
We're at 8163 Vaughn Road at the Pepper Tree Shopping Center. We're open 7 days a week.
I'm Jim Smith with Adams Drugs. At Adams Drugs, we offer a wide variety of services, including delivery, compounding, wellness clinics, and immunizations. Now is the time to visit any Adams Drugs location and get your flu shot. Getting an annual flu shot can help prevent you from getting the flu, reduce the severity of symptoms if you get the flu, and prevent serious complications such as hospitalization and death. Getting your flu shot at Adams Drugs protects you from getting sick, but it also makes sure that those around you, especially those at high risk, remain safe. Each year, up to 49 million people in the U.S. contract the flu. Depending on the flu virus's severity, deaths as a result of flu complications could skyrocket to 79,000 people nationwide. Visit us at adamsdrugs.net for a location nearest you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Need extra cash? Take 90 days to start paying it back. ASE Credit Union is here to help on your schedule. Whether you're tackling unexpected expenses, consolidating debt, or planning a big purchase, for a limited time, get an unsecured signature loan with no payments for 90 days. Use the funds however you need. Holiday shopping, vacations, medical expenses, or just peace of mind.
ASD Credit Union. Your life, your goals, your ASD.
Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hi, this is Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop. Listen every Saturday to Winning Wellness and learn from experts in different fields of science and technology how nutritional supplements can help you.
Listen to Winning Wellness every Saturday at 10 a.m. Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by
family seriously injured by the negligence of someone else, call me directly.
262-1911. Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. After an extremely cold start to the week, temperatures are turning around. Tonight, clear skies, not as cold. Overnight low temperature in the middle 40s. Tomorrow, plenty of sunshine with a high temperature up to about 72. That sounds like a heat wave. In fact, I think we'll be in the middle 70s with more sun on Friday and Saturday. The next chance of showers holding off till Sunday and Monday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
Oh, that is so
On
funny.
FM, on your smartphone, and online, the River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
This is not headline news. It's National Happy Hour Day. And don't feel bad if you're already drinking before noon. Just tell people you're celebrating Happy Hour London time. Michael Jackson's daughter says she has a perforated septum from drug use. And also because destroying your nose is their family tradition. Paramount Plus plans to raise its prices next year, which is bad news for their subscriber. Meghan Markle was spotted hanging out with Jeff Bezos at Kris Jenner's birthday. That might be my most hated sentence. And reverse mortgages are up. It just goes to show grandmas are powerless against the hypnotic lure of Tom Selleck's mustache. This is not headline news.
I'm posting something about the Northern Lights were visible. Jacqueline saw them in Wetumpka.
Yeah, I saw a lot of pictures.
It's happening again tonight. I guess part of it is that we're passing through the tail of a comet or something.
Yeah, there's some kind of solar storm.
Well, that inflammation, courtesy of the movie Maven, who is also our chief celestial advisor on the show, sent that information along. And, oh my goodness, it is.
Yeah.
Speak of Jacqueline, she's on the line.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Well, I'm on my way to go pick up Steven from tutoring. I've got the other one with me. Say hello, Lola. Hi. Yeah, it's there. It's there. So, yeah, we're going to get Steven to start job number 2 this evening.
Oh, job number
Yeah.
2. What's job number 2?
Mm-hmm. Being a mom.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you. I misunderstood. My error.
Yeah. I got to go home and cook and clean and laundry and homework and yeah.
All
but
the
I
fun
did see
stuff.
the Northern Lights last night.
Yes. Tell us.
It was beautiful.
With
It
your
was
naked
like
eye?
a reddish. No, absolutely not. And it was freezing, so I got one picture and then ran back inside.
Okay.
I was not properly dressed. I had on, no shoes, no jacket. I was like, let me just go see. And lo and behold, there it was. So I took one picture and retreated back into the warmth.
I've seen them in Minnesota many, many times when I used to go up in the summer and visit my grandmother. And it reminds me of a giant pipe organ in the sky because there were all these vertical shoots in various colors that seemed to be going from the horizon upwards.
Yeah.
It is amazing. It's very humbling in a way when you see it.
Well, it was wild that I didn't see them when I was in Alaska. Like I see them in Alabama, but I didn't see them in Alaska. Like,
I know.
What is that about? Go
I
ahead,
talked to
Lola.
somebody who spent a lot of time in Montana and Alaska and never saw them. Who
I've
wants to
only
try and
seen
see
them once in Vermont.
It's weird that people were seeing them all the way down at like the Gulf.
Yeah, we heard about that this morning.
That's just weird.
Uncle Chi-Chi mentioned that. Then he put his shirt on.
Little Uncle Chi-Chi.
Hey,
yeah.
meatballs vanished. I am preparing your Tupperware.
Are
for
you out? You need a supply?
They're so good.
I mean, I will make you some more meatballs at some point in the next 5 to 10 business days.
That's perfect. That's perfect because I really felt
No,
like
I'll
a
make
glutton.
some more before this weekend.
No, you don't have to do that. I just felt like, but I couldn't stop.
I think I'm going to go home and make tomato macaroni soup.
Ooh.
I'm
I
actually-
made chicken cheesy enchilada soup last night. It was pretty good.
Ooh, I had enchiladas the other night. Super good.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah, I'm
when
going to
it's
make
cold.
steak and potatoes tonight, I think. I made chili this weekend.
We may do some chili at the Baumhauers tonight. It's Happy Hour Day. Did you know that? National Happy Hour Day.
It's our day.
Happy hour. Lola, get out of the way. I got to move the car. She's like running towards the car like a dog. Like, Lola, get out of the way. You're sorry, guys. You know how my life is.
Yes, we have become familiar with it as time has passed.
Oh, I never stops. Well, Lola's playing on a swing set. Steven's in tutoring, and I'm sitting here in the car, and she's just out there talking to herself, like living her best life. I gave her gum. She thinks it's a whole new world.
Oh gosh, Remy
So, I don't know, she's had gum.
Remy has been allowed to have gum for a little while now, and we had our first gum in the hair incident last week.
Oh, no.
Yep.
How'd you get it out? Is it ice work on that?
I didn't use ice. I used olive oil.
To work?
Yeah.
I heard peanut butter and olive oil work.
Yes,
I heard about peanut butter too.
I
That's how we
looked
got it
for-
out of Janelle's ones.
I looked for the peanut butter or the olive oil. We were at my friend's house, and I found olive oil in the cupboard, and I was like, I hope this is not an expensive olive oil. I need it. But it didn't take much. It was right at the bottom of her hair. So it did take out some of it, but not a lot. I got it
Lola
all
had
out.
sticky hair this weekend, and I think it was from the lemonade. I'm not sure. We watched it, but
Since you're both moms, let me ask you a question here about a 28-year-old postal worker from Biloxi, Mississippi. He admitted he took money from his 4-year-old son's savings account, where he revealed in the financial audit that he raided his kid's account containing $8,000 to $10,000 to pay off credit card debt from family vacations to Disney World in the Bahamas. I figured I valued building memories with him and taking him on experiences. It was worth it. He called the withdrawal a 0% loan and added, I figure he's 3 or 4 now. He won't know. The money included gifts from friends and relatives intended for the child's future.
Oh.
He made the decision without his wife's permission, who
Oh.
doesn't approve, and recently joined the military to help pay their $90,000 debt.
Oof.
That's just bad. That's just dumb.
Yeah, there's just a lot of factors
no,
there.
that's not okay.
Now,
Not for me.
can I tell you guys a quick lame ass story?
Of course.
Greg, don't get mad at me, but I'm about to have a lame ass story here in a second because Lola has to go TT, and it's now a TT emergency. so
TT
I'm
overrides the
gonna have
lame
to
ass
run.
story, by all means.
I know. I'm sorry. I love you guys, but I don't want to clean up PP. So I will talk to you guys later.
And I certainly don't want that on my conscience. Thank
Bye.
you. For Janelle's first Christmas, not that she would know what it was there for, but because she was only 9 months old, but I got her a Coke bottle bank.
My grandparents had one of those and I loved it.
And diligently for 8 years, I put every piece of spare change
Mm-hmm.
into that thing that I could, and actually had filled it up about 3/4. Well, 1998, things were bad. I
Mhm.
needed money to pay an electric bill. And I thought, I wonder if there's enough in the bank. So, and Janelle never really paid attention. She never took the money out of it or counted it or anything. By that time, she was living with her mom. So, but it was there.
Mm-hmm.
So I rolled $400 worth of just quarters
Oh, wow.
that evening, and I was
Uh-huh.
able to pay that bill. Eventually, I think I converted about $1,200 or $1,300 to change.
Mm-hmm.
But I told her about. She didn't seem to care. She was 8. It wasn't like she was needing money for
Right.
anything. And for me, things only got worse. And that Coke bottle bank became something I only felt worse about as time has passed, because
Yeah.
that's her money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did hit rock bottom. Then things started to get better when I did the things I needed to do to get out of being where I was. And I think it was around 2002 or 3. I had been setting some cash aside. I went over to visit her at her mom's house, and I pulled 13 $100 bills out of my pocket. I said, "What's this?" I said, "This is yours." I said, "I told you I would, pay you that money back. This is yours. This goes in your savings account now.
Mm-hmm.
I am sorry I had to do that, but I at least made good. And there's a little extra in there for you to cover interest and so forth."
Mm-hmm.
And I still have those things don't age all that well. I still have the base.
Yeah.
And what became an annual tradition from that point forward, I don't use cash and change much, but for the next 10 or 12 years, I just kept throwing the change in there, and I bring it over on Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go to a change thing, and it would count. It was always $300 or $400.
Yeah.
So it became a Christmas tradition. And now I just have it. Because I don't use change, but I cherish the memory
Yeah.
and the lesson I learned from that. That bank, on one hand, bailed me out of a real serious situation, because I was not only behind one bill, I got my second. So I didn't spend it on stupid stuff or drugs or booze or anything like that. And eventually I lost that house. Dummy me, a house that today would sell for about $600,000.
Wow.
In the 90s, under that great Clinton economy, I couldn't sell it for what I owed on it.
Mm.
Yeah. That's just the way it worked out for me. But it's a good story, and I kind of like telling it. So, but this guy, we're not, I'm talking about $1,300, not $90,000. And it was a Coke bottle bank, not an actual bank account.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't raid that and never would. By the way, that woman we just spoke with, that's Jacqueline Tomlinson, very much a family person, and somebody who, with her law partner, Dana Delk, run a firm called Delk and Tomlinson. And if you ever find yourself in a family law situation and you need an advocate, they define the word advocate, in my opinion. When you've got a crisis, your first inkling is, I'm the only one that's ever had this crisis. Then you find out, well, no, lots of people have them. The smart ones get help. They ask for help. So whether it's you or someone you know or love whether it's a divorce or any other kind of family law situation, an adoption that's been challenging, all kinds of government stuff in the way, blended families, reach out for people who not only know the law, have the experience, hundreds of cases, but can provide the legal leadership you need. Dana Delk and Jacqueline Tomlinson for a consultation, 819-4810, or if you know somebody who's struggling, give them that number with confidence, 819-4810, or send them to this web address, thealabamafamilylawyers.com, for Delk and Tomlinson, attorneys at law.
A representation is made that the quality of legal services performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
All right, traffic at 1819 News, next.
Well, we have some slowdowns due to construction. I-85 southbound around Perry Hill, all lanes open there, but construction going on, and we've got a big slowdown on 85 northbound from around South Court up to Ann Street due to some construction there. If you are leaving Montgomery on I-65 southbound, the backup in traffic due to construction at Hope Hall is all the way back to Highway 80 and at times has reached the boulevard. A slow go out of Montgomery there. We're busy everywhere, and we believe all of our earlier accidents have cleared at this point. We will keep you updated. Buckle up. Great shopping at Midtown Plaza. Shop Boost Mobile, Professionals and Spa, and more. Midtown Plaza, Ann Street off I-85, another great McClinton and Company development. I'm Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
1819 News.
U.S. Congressman Barry Moore recently talked to WALA News about the 8 Democrat senators who crossed the aisle and voted for the government shutdown to end and for a continuing resolution that will continue government funding. That CR has passed in the U.S. Senate and now heads over to the U.S. House.
I think it was good that we held the line. We had an agenda. We were moving America first, and the Democrats to hold it up, it just didn't make any sense. It was the same CR they'd voted for 13 times. So for us to finally get 6 of them to wake up, come to the table, and open the government and do what's right for America, I was pleased to hear it.
The CR that was passed does have a deadline written into it that occurs on January 30th of next year. And unless Congress can pass all 12 individualized spending bills before that date, another government CR and showdown will possibly be repeated. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Did you know that 70% of people experience a potentially traumatic event in their lifetime, and that 6 out of every 100 adults face PTSD every day? Help us bring hope to these survivors by signing up for your Alabama Distinctive PTSD Awareness License Plate today. The great thing is you can sign up no matter when your current plate renews, and the first year is complimentary. All you need is your VIN number on hand. Drive awareness, drive hope, and customize your plate today at atease.org.
An Alabama inmate has died at the Donaldson Correctional Facility. 63-year-old Larry Whitehead was serving a life sentence at that facility for a 1996 murder conviction. Whitehead was moved from the prison infirmary to UAB Hospital on October 31st and died this past weekend on November 9th. Whitehead was being treated for a natural disease that ultimately took his life. A Madison County man has been arrested for sexual extortion and electronic solicitation of a child. 23-year-old Tyquavian Daniel is also a community coach within Madison County. Daniel is not an employee within the Madison County school system. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
The following radio theater is brought to you by Montgomery Men's Health.
Hey, Dad, can we go for football?
Oh, no, buddy.
All right.
Pops, want to work out?
Maybe later.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tomorrow?
You've got one life, and it's too short for not nows, maybe laters, and tomorrows. If you have symptoms of ED and low T, your family, friends, and even your career has already been affected. Book your discreet evaluation at Montgomery Men's Health and turn your tomorrows into
today.
Yes! Touchdown!
Come on, one more, Dad.
Today!
Push, Dad. One more. Come on, push.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tonight.
Call 334-440-3663 or book now in under 30 seconds at MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Montgomery Men's Health, for every man in every season of life.
Some nights, you just want great food and a place to unwind. Welcome to Jack's Tavern, where you get all the incredible flavors of Epicure in a laid-back tavern atmosphere. Perfectly grilled steaks, hand-breaded seafood, and pastas that put the chain restaurants to shame. Pair it with an extensive wine list or one of 58 beers on tap poured freakishly cold. Jack's Tavern opens at 5 Tuesday through Saturday. Good fun, good drinks, no rush. Just relax and enjoy.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/radio. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 30% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
This is Alice with Independent Glass. We advertise with Blue Water Broadcasting, and we get great results. If you want results like we get, you need to go with Blue Water.
Blue Water Broadcasting is the #1 most listened to radio group in the River region. Find out how to put this reach to work for your business. Call us to find out how we can help. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
When news happens, you'll hear about it first. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Want to turn your little leaguer into a big leaguer? Don't gamble with other coaching clinics. Sign up for Fat Tony's baseball camp.
Hey, I'm Fat Tony. I'll teach your kid how to throw a game. What? I'm talking about pitching.
Fat Tony knows the basics of balls and strikes.
Like how to throw a ball that looks like you're trying to throw a strike. Otherwise, they'll be all over you like pine tar.
Fat Tony's baseball camp covers all the bases and the spread.
We focus on the fundamentals, like the over-under, money lines, run lines, parlays, futures, player props, team props, all that crap.
When it comes to baseball instruction, trust the man with a lifetime of baseball experience.
Yeah, well, I never actually played baseball, but in my line of work, I do use a baseball bat quite frequently.
Fat Tony's baseball camp.
It's a sure bet.
You know, Major League Baseball has 2 players who will soon be banned for life. I mean, the evidence against them is overwhelming. They face potentially 65 years in prison.
Wow.
They've got the text messages. They've got all the evidence. I don't think they're the only 2. I hate to say that.
I'm sure not.
You know, mostly what they were are charged with doing was proposition bets. And degenerate gamblers can gamble on anything. Like the next pitch is going to be a ball or a strike.
Yeah.
And that's what they were doing. Signal was throw a ball and you toss it into the dirt and somebody won a lot of money, or a lot of people won money on that proposition bet, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the conspiracy theorist in me wonders, this guy played for the Cleveland Indians. Last year, they were in the playoffs with the Yankees. It's late in the game. It's tied. Juan Soto is up, and Clase, one of the people charged in this investigation, throws a pitch that Juan Soto hit all the way out of the park in deep right center field. And this story has me wondering if he served up a hittable pitch for people betting on Juan Soto hitting a home run there.
You know, this is like the government, where you find out about people doing nefarious things.
Yes.
And you know it's going to be widespread. Even players on your team have probably partaken in it. And you're going to really not enjoy when it all comes out, but in the end, they've got to.
I had empathy for some of the guys in the black. 8 Men Out, that's the name of the movie. That's about that story, where they participated in rigging the World Series. Most of them never got the money they were promised. But at the time, baseball players were
Oh, they weren't making the kind of money they make now. Not even close.
Barely, with a few exceptions like Babe Ruth and stuff, pathetic wages.
Yeah, the whole league didn't have one contract.
And the gamblers were
like
promising
they are
them,
now.
Gamblers were promising them more money to fix the series than they would have made all season.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were vulnerable.
Yeah.
Some good guys went down in that whole debacle, but I can have empathy for them. I can understand,
Right.
the owner's making a ton of money. He's paying you squat because you don't have a choice. Back then, players were bound to the team for
Mhm.
life unless they were traded to another team. They
Mhm.
had no say whatsoever. So, but this a relief pitcher who is making 5-6 million, who is guaranteed tens of millions more on a contract,
Yeah.
did this for like a chump change
Mhm.
kind of deal. And I've got doubts about a lot of things that I've seen, and sports cannot survive doubt. And now the players are and not next season, but the year after, at the end of next season, they're going to lock the players out, and we're going to watch millionaires arguing with millionaires over how many millions of dollars they should have.
Mm.
If they lose one game because they're on strike in 2027, I will be done with baseball. It hasn't been the same for me since the 1994 strike. They took away the World Series, everything. They just, it's not like, we're working in slave conditions. And,
No.
and what they got out of that was nothing, really. It was just stupid. But it was like, if you're a baseball fan like I am, it was like being a jilted lover. It's never the same. It's never been the same.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do fantasy leagues and stuff like that. Now I'm interested and blah, 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 but it's never the same. And now we got to deal with this. Makes you wonder. This morning we had a list of hobbies that seem to attract super pretentious people.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
Guess what's number one? Cycling.
I was going to say hiking.
That's actually on the list,
I'm sure it is.
along with CrossFit, pickleball.
Mm-hmm.
I am not a pretentious cyclist.
No, I mean, you didn't start it for accolades or Instagram fame or anything like that, but that a lot of people do it to keep up with people in their social circle or
I do
to
it.
impress people.
So at 4:43 on this Wednesday afternoon,
Can I have one?
Yes, you may. I will share. Reach into my plastic bag of Hershey Nuggets
Yeah.
and have one, knowing
Thank you.
I at least burned this off doing 4 or 5 miles today. That's
There
it.
you go. Yeah, a lot of people do it though when things are trendy, like CrossFit became very trendy, or like spinning.
Yeah. Stuff like that is on the list. Disc golf,
Mhm.
audiophiles, wine tasting,
Yes.
CrossFit, luxury watch collecting. I don't know anybody that does that.
Mhm. That's a rich person thing.
And we had fun with Jay because gamers made the list too.
Really?
Well, hardcore video gamers who dismiss anyone who plays on their phone or tablets as you're not a real gamer.
Oh
like
yeah,
a- it's
that's
kind of a-
very pretentious.
That's the pretentious part of it. But Jay's not like that. We just teased him. That not even he. Wonderful innocent Jay is immune from that kind of thing. But that
I don't have any of those hobbies.
now I have a good bike. It's good for riding. I look like a gypsy when I'm on top of it. I don't dress. I don't have any of the riding gear. I don't have
Right.
pads. I don't have a helmet.
You don't shave your legs so that you're
No.
more aerodynamic.
No. They really do that. I know they do it in swimming,
Absolutely.
but I didn't know people would shave their legs to ride a bike faster.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of people. Actually, this is weird. Over the last couple of, last month or so, I've noticed there's more men my age riding.
Hmm.
And sometimes I wonder, did I inspire them?
Maybe.
But there is one guy that rides in the neighborhood that's got the fancy 10-speed bike with the curled under handlebars and the helmet with the lights.
I always wanted a bike with the curled under handlebars. I thought they looked so cool and fast.
I have regular handlebars, regular height, because I don't need anything hurting my back.
Yeah.
That's kind of a lame reason, but it's the truth. Holy moly, it's 4:45 already. We got to head back to the traffic dungeon, our show. Brought to you in part by Montgomery Paint and Body. Speaking of setting an example, they are the example here in town when it comes to automotive body repair. So much so that one of the nation's largest insurance companies, they came to Montgomery to videotape the process at Montgomery Paint and Body so they could show body shops and other locations what they expected when it came, the obsession with perfection, making sure that everything that needs to be repainted, replaced, or repaired is that people aren't getting shortchanged there, and the insurance companies aren't getting shortchanged on the checks they cut to get a car looking as good as new, maybe better. I wish everybody could meet Donnie Turner. Then you'd understand exactly what I'm saying. He's just not capable. Sometimes he's been accused of being too fussy because every single car that rolls out of MPB has to pass his eye, and that's their art. And if it ain't a masterpiece, they keep working on it until Donnie says it is. That's what you can depend on when you call 27-REC with a W for Montgomery Paint and Body on the Boulevard at East Shirley Lane. Now let's see who might need them at the moment. 447.
Well, traffic is very busy all over the area, and we've got some slow traffic due to construction work going on. I-85 northbound from South Union up to Ann Street have been moving a little slow this afternoon, as well as 65 southbound out of Montgomery. We've got real slow traffic and an accident now. 65 southbound right around Highway 80. Please watch out for emergency vehicles there. And we've got a good bit of traffic on all of our feeder roads out. Troy Highway 331, 231 to Wetumpka, Highways 80 to Selma and 31 to Prattville, light to moderate traffic. Buckle up. We'll keep you updated. At McKenna Nissan, they've got 0% financing up to 60 months on 2025 Pathfinders, Rogues, and Muranos. It's worth the drive. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Businesses have trusted our family at Delta for their printing needs since 1979. Today, Delta does business printing and so much more. We print invitations, Christmas cards, Canva, and Etsy files in as little as 24 hours. We can also print and address the envelopes, saving you time and money. Come see us at 5757A Atlanta Highway or call 271-COPY or shop at letdeltadoit.com. When you need printing, copying, gifts, signs, or more, let Delta do it.
Hello, everyone. Robbie Pelt with Capital City Roofing. If you think about it, your home is your biggest investment in life. Your roof covers your home, so why jeopardize your biggest investment on a roofer you don't know anything about when you can deal with a reputable roofing company like Capital City Roofing? We have an A+ Better business rating and the best manufacturers and workmanship warranties available. We do all residential and commercial roofing applications that are certified through the manufacturer to ensure you get the best material and workmanship money can buy. We also have your project in our best interest before and after construction has been done. Don't hesitate to call us if you have any roofing issues or questions. We will match any of our competitors' price and give you the same great workmanship warranty. We also give free estimates. Give us a call today and let us show you the difference. 277-3311. That's 277-3311. Or you can check us out on the web at www.capitalcityroofing.com. Capital City Roofing. We capitalize the roofing industry.
Get ready to fall into savings at Royal Furniture. Power reclining sofas from just $15 a month. Dining sets starting at $12 a month. And recliners from only $8 a month. Enjoy up to 60 months no interest with no down payment at the time of purchase with approved credit. And get a free queen mattress with any in-stock bedroom set priced $9.99 or more. Incredible value and service are waiting for you at Royal Furniture in Prattville, Montgomery, Auburn, and 11 other locations across Alabama and Tennessee. All credit offers subject to credit approval. See store for details.
Need some extra cash? Gold and silver are at an all-time high. Turn your old coins, currency, or gold and silver into money at Trademark Coins and Currency, the only coin shop in the River Region with over 40 years of experience. Veteran owned and operated and proudly serving Montgomery from their location off Vaughn Road. Trademark Coins and Currency is always buying. And free appraisals means there's no pressure, just real value. Make an appointment today. Learn more at trademarkcoinsandcurrency.com. Trademark Coins and Currency. Experience you can count on.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's our new brokerage. I'm Hannah Grantham, and alongside my partner, Eddie Bader, together we created Hannah and Eddie Realty Group because we believe real estate should feel personal. When our names are on the sign, it's more than just the logo. It's a promise. Hard work, honesty, and results.
That's right, Hannah. We've helped first-time buyers find their dream homes, guided families through big moves, and worked with all the investors to build their future.
So no matter your journey, our focus is the same, putting you first. So give us a call at 334-368-6358 and let us show you who you have on your sign matters.
Rich Thomas weather brought to you by Clark Heating, Air and Plumbing. Summer is over, but the deals are hot at Clark Heating, Air and Plumbing. Just $29 service fee for all your AC and plumbing needs. Better call Clark today. Alabama certification number 09098.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. After an extremely cold start to the week, temperatures are turning around. Tonight, clear skies, not as cold. Overnight low temperature in the middle 40s. Tomorrow, plenty of sunshine with a high temperature up to about 72. That sounds like a heat wave. In fact, I think we'll be in the middle 70s with more sun on Friday and Saturday. The next chance of showers holding off till Sunday and Monday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
The premier place the River Region turns to for news, weather, traffic, and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Well, the stupid airline canceled my flight. Gotta sleep at the airport tonight. My connection never got to O'Hare. Now my bed is laying across 3 chairs. Travelers to the left of me, tourists to the right. Here I am, stuck at the airport with you.
How sad the shutdown has. I mean, flying's, to me, I got to enjoy the glory years where you could get to the airport with 10 minutes before your flight, go through security, and still get on the plane. Those days are long gone.
I think I'm going to have to fly with Remy the weekend before Thanksgiving to bring her to her dad. And I'm holding off on booking that because I need this shutdown to be over and feel like I'm going to be able to travel less stressfully.
The lack of air traffic controllers totally falls on Pete Buttigieg's ass because he was the one that made the priority to hire a rainbow of people.
Mm-hmm.
They were even considering blind people for air traffic control jobs.
Make that make sense.
No, I can't. White men were not considered. That's their idea of fair. Pete himself, of course, is as white as Casper the Ghost. But if you have a skill that we might need, we're not interested in you. That is such beazle schmeazit. And that's one reason why they can never. I think they really would just love it if they could eliminate every white man on the planet. We're not that bad, really.
No.
Trump had something to say about Pete, and I've got this video queued to play. Let's see.
Let's see.
I guarantee to Americans that travel is going to go back to normal once the government all the air travel
better than normal. You know why?
When the government reopens.
Yeah, sure. It'll be much better than normal because we're buying the most sophisticated avionics and technology for our control towers. And we didn't have that. We had a guy named Buttigieg
Boot edge, they say is the best way. Just say two edges, like off the edge of a cliff, which is where they were taking us, by the way. Boot Edge was the Secretary of Transportation, and he spent billions of dollars trying to patch together our air traffic control system, which was a conglomeration of all different systems in all different cities. They had hundreds of companies working on it, and they were spending billions of dollars. And when they turned it on, it didn't work. It didn't even work a little bit. That's why you had a helicopter crashing into an airplane, that if we had a great system, bells and whistles would have started going off.
Yeah, you don't hear much about that crash, do you? Of course, they blame Trump immediately after he's been in office for 15 minutes. That's his fault. These ghoulish, soulless bastages, man. Pete Buttigieg, remember the train crash in, was it Parma, Ohio?
Was that the one in Ohio? Yeah, because that's where J.D. Vance lived in Ohio, right?
Yeah, it was near J.D.'s home. Pete couldn't get off his porch swing, nursing his infant child, to go look at the scene. Not while the media was around. Somebody did a really funny bit the other day reading his resume. Mayor of Hammond, Indiana, a terrible, tiny little town. And he had a 33% approval rating when he left to become transportation secretary, and then runs for president. That's like being in the Senate for 2 minutes. Okay, I'm ready. I'm going to run for president.
Assalamu alaikum.
They just don't what results? What have you done in your life that makes you think that you can run something as big as this country? Pete Buttigieg gets consideration for one reason and one reason only, because he's openly gay. That's it. The man has no other obvious skill. Wasn't he going to run for something this year and that quickly got shot down? Was it governor of Michigan?
I think so. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Pete, get over yourself, okay? You're really not that special. It's 4:56 already. How time flies. Brant McDonald's going to join us to talk about a good day in the market. Will there be more to come? He'll let us know. Next hour, we'll talk to the movie maven. Oh, and I got a review from our friend Sandy. We were talking about Death by Lightning. And again, if you listen to the station and you like history and the news format, it's on Netflix. It's the story of James A. Garfield, who I believe was our 19th president or 20th.
Oh, I'm so bad about that.
All right, Lincoln was 16. Andrew Johnson became 17. Ulysses S. Grant was 18. He served 2 terms. So, then there was Rutherford. So he would have been 20. Because the guy that preceded him only took 20. And they wanted to bring Ulysses S. Grant back. Now everybody's like, well, there were scandals in the Grant administration. Yeah, Grant was too trusting. But Grant himself was a great man. He really was. He was a true friend in the post-slavery era, not only to former slaves, but to the South. Andrew Johnson was not. Lincoln's plan for a non-punitive rehabilitation of the country following the Civil War, that went to pieces when Johnson came in. What shirt is on fire?
Huh?
Mac Jr. The shirt is, that shirt is fire. Do we sell these? No. But
oh yeah, Mark Cumby asked me if I had one of those too.
One of these
people like
shirts.
that. Mm-hmm.
I forget the what's this brand? Is this Columbia?
No, this is tuna.
Oh, tuna. Those are good.
But I mean, it's that type of like fishing shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, these were bought for us by somebody who no longer works at the station. And frankly, the fabric is only good in cooler weather.
Mm-hmm.
I don't wear this to Baumhauer's. I wear the lightweight Columbia shirts, all of which I bought before they did the whole Bubba Wallace thing. Idiots.
Yeah.
But they're not available for sale. But you know what? Maybe we can open up a little shop.
I know people that do shirts.
Do you want to dress like Greg Budell? Well, maybe not. Once in a while, I can look good. We're going to be at Bomb Hours after the show. That's an hour from now. Right now, we're hitting the 5 o'clock hour with traffic, Wall Street business, and Salem Radio Network news.
Well, traffic is very busy all over the area, and we got some slow traffic due to construction work going on. I-85 northbound from South Union up to Ann Street have been moving a little slow this afternoon, as well as 65 southbound out of Montgomery. We've got real slow traffic and an accident now. 65 southbound right around Highway 80. Please watch out for emergency vehicles there. And we've got a good bit of traffic on all of our feeder roads out. Troy Highway 331, 231 to Wetumpka, Highways 80 to Selma and 31 to Prattville, light to moderate traffic. Buckle up. We'll keep you updated. At McKenna Nissan, they've got 0% financing up to 60 months on 2025 Pathfinders, Rogues, and Muranos. It's worth the drive. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. With Little J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
With a Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew. A crisis at chipmaker Nexperia sending automakers scrambling.
A power struggle over Nexperia, a Chinese-owned Dutch semiconductor maker, is impacting global auto production. The Dutch government has taken control of Nexperia, citing national security concerns. The move highlights vulnerabilities in the technology supply chain affecting automakers like Honda, which halted production at a Mexican factory. The dispute is part of a broader U.S.-China tech rivalry, with Europe caught in the middle. Nexperia's chips are crucial for the auto industry, and finding replacements is challenging. Keith Peters, Washington.
Major streaming platforms continue raising prices as consumers stick with subscriptions despite higher costs. On Wall Street, it was a mixed bag at the closing bell. The Dow up to a new record high, up by 326 points. NASDAQ lost 61. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. At PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
The government shutdown has put a lot of people in a tight spot, having to pinch pennies. Pizza Perfect is going to do its part to help everyone save some money. In November, they're going to continue to charge only $10 for their all-you-can-eat buffet. Enjoy pizza, spaghetti, breadsticks, salad, dessert, and drink for only $10 in November. At that price, you can save some money to buy some Christmas gifts. Pizza Perfect, Coliseum Boulevard in Eastbrook. Available for pickup and delivery.
In honor of National Recycling Week, we want to remind you of things that can be recycled, like bottles, certain plastic containers, that white little table-looking thingy in your pizza box. What is that thing even called? I mean, do they have a name for it at the pizza place? Does someone say, we need more little white mouse tables? You'd think the people who work at the recycling plant see millions of those. What are the chances that those little pizza tables would be made into a white plastic patio table? That would be funny. Anyway, remember to recycle. It makes the world a better place. One pizza box, white little table looking thingy at a time.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
503.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. House lawmakers are making a long-awaited return to potentially end the longest federal government shutdown in U.S. history. Speaker Mike Johnson is predicting that the House later Wednesday will pass the bill to reopen the government and send it to President Trump's desk for his signature. The large majority of Democrats are expected to vote against the bill because it doesn't extend Affordable Care Act tax credits. A federal appeals court has heard arguments about a spending law that stopped Medicaid reimbursements for Planned Parenthood, the nation's largest abortion provider. The law passed in July and targets organizations that provide abortions and receives over $800,000 annually in Medicaid reimbursements. On Wall Street, the Dow up by 326 points. More details at srnnews.com.
If you are 65 or older, you know this. Inflation is hitting everyone hard right now, especially when it comes to healthcare. Over the last 10 years, healthcare costs have skyrocketed by, get this, 230%. If you have Medicare Parts A and B, you know there are still out-of-pocket expenses like deductibles and co-payments, and they really add up. But here's some good news. MediShare 65 Plus is designed to fill in those gaps and help protect you from rising healthcare costs. At only $99 per month up to age 75, you get peace of mind at a price you can afford. And MediShare is trusted, too. It's been around 30 years. It's not some big impersonal thing. It's a community of people helping each other, business owners, pastors, retirees. People love it. MediShare 65 Plus just makes sense. To learn more, give them a call. They're great to talk to. They'll offer to pray with you each time you call, too. Call now. 833-SHARE-55. That's 833-SHARE-55. 833-SHARE-55.
You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension of only sleight of hand, but no mind. A journey into a dubious land whose boundaries are that of imagination. The signpost up ahead warns of a sharp turn to the left. You've just entered the liberal zone.
And will that be all for you today? No. Give me all your money. Here, take it all. Take it, please, please. My gift to you.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this security camera videotape clearly shows the defendant, John Taylor, robbing the grab-and-go market at gunpoint. Your Honor, I rest my case.
Just a moment. Did you have permission from the defendant to videotape him?
Well, no, Your Honor.
Then I'm afraid I'll have to disallow this videotape to be used against the defendant, since you willfully violated his constitutional right to privacy in public places. Case dismissed.
Excuse me, Your Honor, what constitutional right to privacy in public places?
Oh, don't you know? It's all the rage in France right now. In fact, just the other day, I was talking to my good friend, Judge Pierre Fragois, and he said...
Brian Jones, a lonely city prosecutor, has just had his world turned upside down by a crazy judge with a living constitution. Something which only makes sense in the liberal zone.
Let's talk about the liberal zone. Let's talk about California, where a judge today released a murder suspect and with gang affiliations on no bail.
Come on.
Not kidding. Happened in California. How do these people get to be judges? I'm sure that his personal home is in a nice, safe place with plenty of protection.
No doubt.
And yet, and I'm just saying only 33% of Americans approve of Trump on the economy. All he did was bring inflation to a grinding halt and extend the tax cuts. You just can't make people happy. That's why I think ignorance will be our ultimate doom.
Mm.
I just hope it doesn't happen while I'm still around, because I don't care to be. Later this hour, we'll talk to the movie maven. Brett McDonald will join us in a minute to talk about a pretty good day in the market. Another story here I wanted to mention too. Oh, by the way, did you see since you follow the conspiracies, the story about the DC cop and the pipe bomb?
I did.
You know that's bogus.
The Capitol police officer. I heard a different person named before that came out.
You know who was promoting that? Glenn Beck. Once again, the Marshmallow Man is out in front of a story that turns out to be total baloney. Don't pay attention to him. Glenn Beck is only interested in promoting one thing, Glenn Beck and his Mega $1 Million network. He is among bright guy. I used to watch him on Fox with his Blackboard chats and everything else. But he's tiptoed into, I don't know, areas where he's pushing breaking news that is not true. Nobody needs that. We get enough fake news from the networks and MSNBC. So if you see anything connected to him and you're questioning the authenticity, that's probably a good approach.
Mm-hmm.
I would think. Oh, for those of you who are ready to redo flooring, I think, I can't say enough to confirm if it's a simple project, probably before Thanksgiving. Go to the place that's been bringing beautiful flooring within reach of everyone for over half a century. That's Georgia Floors Direct on the boulevard across from Lowe's. 30,000 square feet of choices in hardwood, laminate tile, luxury vinyl plank flooring. They got Dave, the rug man there, who can do a custom area rug for you. Choices galore in all price ranges. That's why bringing beautiful flooring within reach of everyone. Qualified customers can do 12 months good as cash, and they have their own team of installers to make sure you are 100% satisfied with a completed project. You can also shop at a great selection of window coverings and marble and granite kitchen countertops, again, in a wide array of prices. So whatever home improvement you're looking to do, whether it's before Thanksgiving or Christmas, they're the place to get it done. Meet the merry band of Flooriers, the best customer service team on the planet, led by Jeff Ballinson at Georgia Floors Direct, a flooring destination since 1969. Brett McDonald joining us in a bit.
The following radio theater is brought to you by Montgomery Men's Health.
Hey guys, can we go play football?
No, no, buddy.
All right.
Pops, want to work out? Maybe later.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tomorrow?
You've got one life, and it's too short for not nows, maybe laters, and tomorrows. If you have symptoms of ED and low T, your family, friends, and even your career has already been affected. Book your discreet evaluation at Montgomery Men's Health and turn your tomorrows into
today.
Yes! Touchdown!
Come on, one more, Dad.
Today!
Push, Dad. One more. Come on, push.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tonight.
Call 334-440-3663 or book now in under 30 seconds at montgomerymenshealth.com. Montgomery Men's Health, for every man in every season of life.
Call Dad. No, Ella, call Chad.
Since 1993, Chad has been showing up, ready to help with whatever your home AC needs. His mission, to serve first. Chad takes the time to understand exactly what you're looking for, and if he can help, he'll walk you through the best options, sometimes even with 0% or low payment financing to make things easier. No more sweating over hot and cold spots, surprise $700 energy bills, or wondering if your unit will make it through another season. Call Chad today at 784-9144. That's 784-9144.
Call Dad. No, Ella, call Chad.
Visit Rich's Car Wash today and save money this year by joining their Unlimited Wash Club. A new year means new adventures, so keep your ride clean, dry, and shiny. Enjoy detailing perks included with your wash like towels, mat cleaners, air fresheners, and more. Get to Rich's Car Wash today or visit them online at richescarwash.com to sign up for their Unlimited Wash Club. Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Alabama Wholesale Lumber. For tough, good-looking roofs, it's Tamco Shingles from Alabama Wholesale Lumber. For great folks and great prices, call Alabama Wholesale Lumber.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. After an extremely cold start to the week, temperatures are turning around. Tonight, clear skies, not as cold. Overnight low temperature in the middle 40s. Tomorrow, plenty of sunshine with a high temperature up to about 72. That sounds like a heat wave. In fact, I think we'll be in the middle 70s with more sun on Friday and Saturday. The next chance of showers holding off till Sunday and Monday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Whether you're buying a home or auto or consolidating debt, CB&S Bank's personal loans get you where you need to go. Go to cbsbank.com to find a location near you or apply online today. All loans subject to credit approval, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. Trustworthy, accurate, immediate. Carrying your voice across the river region. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Wish you were living with us. We wish you were living with us. We wish you were living with us. We're not happy you're here. You drive everybody crazy. You're hopelessly fat and lazy. You're constantly in the way here. So pack up your gear. You're feeding your face. You're taking up space. We wish you were living with us. We're not happy you're here. Correct us if we're mistaken, but those are long distance calls you're making. How long do you plan on taking advantage of us? We wish you were living with us. We wish you were living with us. We wish you were living with us. Get out of town now.
That adds a festive touch to the afternoon, doesn't it?
I'm ready for festive.
We previewed the Movie Mavens chat with us. We must add something called Marty Supreme to the list.
Marty Supreme.
Marty Supreme, never heard of that.
Hmm.
And now we are here ready to welcome the man we call Mr. Right on the Money, Brett McDonald from Invest Advisors. And if I'm wrong, I'm going to be very embarrassed. It is Brett.
Hey, buddy. How are you, man?
Hey, are they ever going to get this vote done? Are they going to end this damn shutdown? This is getting into ridiculousness territory now.
Yeah, it really is. Well, supposedly we're supposed to have a vote at 6 o'clock tonight, I think, Central Time. We'll see if that happens. They're trying to get all the House back in session for a vote tonight. Who knows if they get it done or not? Hopefully they do. It's interesting. We've been talking about, and I even mentioned yesterday, we were hopeful that we would get some jobs data, some inflation data by Friday. I had Carolyn Levitt today, White House press secretary, and she was asked about that. We had been hearing it might be coming Friday if they could reopen in time. She's saying that it may not ever be released. And that was sort of shocking. I have to say, I talked with a number of my colleagues around the country and even read some comments by some pretty large economists who were really sort of aghast, if you will, at that comment. I don't know why they couldn't get the data out. I wish that they would. I think it's certainly possible they could one day next week. But if we don't, then I guess we'll just have to wait until we get into the month of December, and then we can get November's data. But we really do.
Isn't that likely going to be affected by the shutdown, the November data?
It could be, but a lot of this has to do with surveys. You literally have staffers in the Bureau of Labor, the Labor Department, who are reaching out, talking to all of these employers across the country who participate in the surveys, and they report new jobs or job cuts or what have you. They also triangulate that against data they have in the database with respect to registered W-2 employees. But so many of it also has to deal with small business owners. So there's a process to it. And I do understand that if you don't have a lot of the staffers who've been there at work in order to do the work, that could be a reason why you couldn't get October data. But I still think there's enough there. You could go back and do it, but I don't know. We'll see how it all shakes out, but we certainly need to get this data. And it's not just jobs and CPI. There's jobless claims numbers. There's all kinds of stuff that we really need to get a good handle on. And, this is the longest shutdown that we've had in the history of the country. So I can, we're in a bit of no man's land, I guess we could say, but be that as it may, it's tough because, the bond market takes its cue on a lot of that data. Certainly the Federal Reserve relies on that data to determine interest rate policy. Speaking of which, we had a number of voting members of the Board of Governors who are out today giving speeches. And best we can tell, we're still about probably 65% of the voting members who are in favor of a December rate cut. I hope that holds. We'll see what happens there, but But in the meantime, we're kind of, like I said, we're in a bit of no man's land because interest rates are literally the number one thing that drives asset prices, all asset prices, whether it's stocks or bonds or real estate or whatever the case may be, hard assets, metals, you name it. Interest rates have the most profound impact on all assets more than any other thing. So when you don't get this data, it's a big deal. I promise you it's a big deal. But in the meantime, we're in a bit of a lull because we finished up most of the third quarter earnings announcements. We did get a report this afternoon from Cisco that was much better than expected. So that was nice. The other thing I would add too, that is really welcome from my perspective is that we continue to see strong evidence of rotation of money or capital that's coming out of these AI names and going into the rest of the market, sort of the forgotten rest of the market. Greg, when we talk about the S&P 500, it's sort of been the market, quote unquote, has been those 7 companies that represent 40% of the total value of the stock market. But then you have the other 493. So the S&P 493, the ones that no one talks about, have been catching up. And that's nice to see because that's a broadening out of the market, a little bit sort of better breadth, as we call it. And I hope that continues. It's certainly benefiting us because that's largely where we've been positioned over the last many months. And we took those positions on the hope that we would see money migrate out and move into those names, and we're getting pretty good outperformance there. So that's a welcome sign.
Well, it was nice to see another green day. The market seems optimistic. I just hope it continues.
Yeah, I do too. And I've been saying, and I've been on record as saying this, I really believe that by the time we finish up the first quarter of 2026, we're going to start to see many of the policies, many of the things that Trump and his administration and the Congress, what they've implemented, everything from trade policy to the tax legislation, the big, beautiful bill, and a whole host of other things. I think those things are going to start to take hold, I'd say in the next 6 months or so, 5 to 6 months, we should start to see strong evidence of that. And I think that'll be super positive for the economy.
My friend, we sure appreciate the input, and we will look forward. Any big news in the morning, give us a holler, 8:30. That's your time.
Yep. You got it, buddy. Y'all have a great night.
Thanks, Brent.
Brett McDonald from Invista Advisors.
The opinions voiced in this material are for general information only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. All performance referenced is historical and is no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. The opinions expressed in this material do not necessarily reflect the views of LPL Financial. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice is offered through Invista Advisors, registered investment advisor and separate entity from LPL Financial.
By the way, the Movie Maven joining us shortly, but don't forget to visit the Movie Maven VIP page on Facebook and join it and contribute in the exchange of suggestions or critiques on stuff that's out there. I got to get on it and talk about Death by Lightning.
I just can't stop.
I'm sorry. I had to play the thing.
I know. I can't stop thinking about Frankenstein. It was so
Is that good?
Yes.
Is it a chick flick or a guy flick? Not that I'm Mr. Macho.
It is not like a love story.
Okay.
It is just, if you go into it thinking it's going to be a horror movie that's gory and disgusting, which you don't like, then it's not that.
Okay.
It's a good movie. It's not really horror. I mean, there's a scientist, who proves himself mad and he's experimenting, and there's some gore associated with that. However, it's not.
See what the Movie Maven has to say. It's on the list along with Marty Supreme.
Yeah, we can just fangirl over it again. It was so good.
Death by Lightning and Woody on the phone. Good afternoon.
Hey, brother, how you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Hey.
I was in front of Sam's just a minute ago, and the people are walking around. I almost hit some. It's just unbelievable. There's 2 or 3 white women out here just walking around. I almost hit her. And, man, it's just. But
well, I
anyway.
would say you should call the mayor's office and register a complaint, but you've got better
Did
things
he come
to
to
do.
any of the? Did he come to any of the veterans parades?
I don't know.
Not. All right, I tell you what, man, they're all over here. Right in front of Sam's. It's white women too. I think he enjoys seeing white people. Just anyway. All right, love y'all.
Well, I don't know about the racial component to that, but
That's dangerous out
This
on the
morning.
boulevard.
this morning I exit 85 southbound at the boulevard and I make a left turn. As I'm going across the bridge that goes over the interstate,
Mm-hmm.
the right-hand side is not really a sidewalk.
No.
There's a man in a wheelchair going up that side of the bridge.
There was a man in the wheelchair at the intersection when I came here this afternoon.
You can't see him.
No.
This dimly lit city.
Right. It was on the shoulder of the road was this wheelchair, obviously trying to stay like out of the grass, but like.
But there is no shoulder on the bridge. There's like a little wide,
Right.
short sidewalk. A man in totally dark clothing. There's obviously no lights on this wheelchair.
Mm.
And that's why I make that turn very carefully every day, because there's always somebody stumbling around. Then on Carmichael Road. and-
There's always people crossing the road at Carmichael too. And when I leave
Yeah.
here and when I'm turning into here, they're crossing over from
Mhm.
that gas station to wherever.
God only knows what goes on at that
Dangerous.
place. And some of those hostels, if you want to call them that,
Yeah.
are right there at that intersection.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, a word here for our friends at Montgomery Men's Health. I am going in for my quarterly visit with them. I had to cancel the one I had today, but it'll be either tomorrow or Friday. But it's a great group over there. I don't talk about the staff enough. They're knowledgeable, they're friendly, they're welcoming, and they understand that many of the men that come there feel like they're surrendering, which is actually, when you surrender, peace breaks out. Sometimes that means peace of mind. So if you've been dealing with frustrations or lack of energy, or you're gaining weight without obvious explanation, or you're dealing with sexual health issues, this is the place that can fix them. There's solutions out there that you do not see advertised on TV or outfield walls at baseball parks for ED and PE that work, but they're just not generally available. But they are available at Montgomery Men's Health. But the whole process begins with one test. It's only $99, and then it's your decision to follow through. And that is a testosterone test. That level needs to be known, because if it's low, it can explain a lot of the struggles that you're having, including losing weight, getting poor sleep. It affects everything in a man's life. The only shame is not calling 334-440-3663 when there's help right there. 334-440-3663. Or if you prefer to browse online, visit MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. That's MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. 529, the movie baby, coming up.
Well, all of our road work has suspended for the afternoon, and that means traffic's moving a little bit better, but we are really busy everywhere. I-65 and 85, the boulevards, all of our feeder roads out to Wetumpka, Troy, 331 into Crenshaw County, and Highway 80, light to moderate. A little busy on 31 to Prattville as well. We'll update you if any accidents happen to slow you down. High school students get a head start on college with dual enrollment at Trenton State. Over 400 students have taken advantage of the program. Registration going on now through spring 2026. Go to trentomstate.edu/dual enrollment for more information. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
News is brought to you by Budget Floors and More, your new best friend.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories.
AAA of Alabama will be giving away free steering wheel locks to some Hyundai and Kia owners tomorrow. AAA will distribute the locks to owners of 2011 through 2022 Hyundai and Kia vehicles in an effort to combat car thefts. AAA will distribute the locks on a first-come, first-served basis at their Bond Road office from 10 to 4 p.m. tomorrow. The Montgomery Warming Center is issuing an urgent call for volunteers. The Warming Center is located at the Crump Center on Congressman Dickinson Drive. Volunteers' duties will be to check in guests, distribute supplies, and monitor the space to ensure safety. For more information to volunteer at the Warming Center, go to the City of Montgomery website. Crime Stoppers has increased the reward to $5,000 for information in the 2019 cold case homicide of LaQuanda Parker. On the morning of March 11th, MPD responded to the 2800 block of Fair West Street, where 31-year-old LaQuanda Parker was found dead from multiple gunshots. If you have any information regarding the murder of LaQuanda Parker, please contact police. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Del Rey Publix.
Want that ride that is fun, affordable, and street legal? Check out ETG Outdoors in Montgomery. They have huge discounts on electric golf carts with many brand new units under 10 grand. New and used inventory, financing available, and they service what they sell. ETG Outdoors even provides lithium battery conversions and free delivery with purchase. Whether it's for the neighborhood, the farm, or just fun, ETG Outdoors, 7006 Vaughn Road, or online at etgoutdoors.com. Cruise smarter, drive electric. ETG Outdoors. Your ride to freedom starts here.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/radio. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. What is a smart way to buy a house in today's market? Now is a good time to buy since we now have a more balanced market than we've had in years. Here are the steps. First step, get pre-qualified with an experienced local lender. It costs you nothing to find out firsthand whether you can qualify for a home and how much that home loan will cost. Second step, hire a local realtor with lots of experience that can guide you, advise you, and be your advocate. We call those buyer agents. Third step, decide what your wants and needs have to be. Bedrooms, baths, floor plan, location, and school zones. Fourth, ask your realtor to line up homes that fit your price category and your location needs. Fifth, start actually looking inside these homes and see what is available and the cost of each property. For all of this information and step-by-step approach, call Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group at 221-2883 or 551-0225.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
533.
Well, traffic continues to be busy all over the area. Traffic flow is good. We are not seeing any issues anywhere. Just very busy traffic. I-65 and 85 on the boulevards. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to moderate traffic. Buckle up. We will keep you updated. Come by Thompson Tractor and check out the incredible selection of used equipment and see the machines that get the big jobs done. Thompson Tractor off I-85 just past Taylor Road, ThompsonTractor.com. Little J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Rich Thomas weather, a service of Riverside Chevrolet Wetumpka. If it's Chevy, it's Riverside. Best price, best selection. Check them out on the web at riversideusa.net.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. After an extremely cold start to the week, temperatures are turning around. Tonight, clear skies, not as cold. Overnight low temperature in the middle 40s. Tomorrow, plenty of sunshine with a high temperature up to about 72. That sounds like a heat wave. In fact, I think we'll be in the middle 70s with more sun on Friday and Saturday. The next chance of showers holding off till Sunday and Monday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Ready to borrow smarter this season? Apply online in minutes at yourasecu.com. Call 334-270-9011 or visit your local branch today.
ASD Credit Union. Your life, your cause, your ASD.
Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
All the headlines the mainstream media won't touch. Your News Talk station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
The Movie Mavens Movie Minute brought to you by AMS Studios. Relax your soul, refresh your mind, renew your spirit. With AMS Studios on Main Street in Prattville, ams-studios.com or call 730-1268. We now welcome the Movie Maven, Ellen Murray.
Hey.
Hi.
That hey reminded me of somebody. It sounded a little bit like... who am I trying to think of here?
Jake Quellen.
Right. Yeah. Just a little bit. How are you?
I don't have any meatballs for you.
Well, we can perhaps deal in a different type of currency with you. I'm a big fan of Polish sausage, like beanie weenies. I mean, we can talk. We can talk. So we're going to kind of follow up today on some of the things that we've discussed. I just reminded everybody that the Movie Maven VIP page is a great exchange for ideas and reviews and so forth. But Death by Lightning, I love it.
I'm so glad you do. It called out your name as soon as I saw the trailer for it. So I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying it.
Not just me, but Rich Thomas picked up on it, and several other listeners too. Sandy and others have gotten into this. It's a 4-part thing on Netflix, right? And it's all about
right. And it's like number 5 in the country. Like this many people in the country are learning about Garfield right now.
Well, you know,
that's awesome. That.
The thing that jumped out from the first episode. First of all, I love the casting. I love Nick Offerman as Chester Arthur.
Agree.
The thing that jumped out of this movie, a great American story I'd never heard, was that Garfield had no plans to even think about running for president. He just went to make a speech.
Matthew Shannon, is that his name? Michael Shannon.
Yeah.
Is Garfield. I like him. He's good.
Yeah, he's really good.
He nails this role because most of us have only seen like a daguerreotype or a tintype photo of Garfield from the 19th century. And he looks just like him. I mean, it's eerie. And I love, you know what? I should write to Netflix because once this is complete, Nick Offerman plays Chester Arthur so well that they should do a follow-up series.
Maybe they
featuring
will.
him.
Maybe.
Yeah, they're seeing the popularity of historical reenactments.
Hey,
I wanted to say,
go ahead.
All the people in it were looking very familiar. I'm like, who is this guy without the beard? Because all of them look totally different than they would without their beards.
Who's the guy from West Wing that's in this? West Wing. He had a prominent role in West Wing. He's playing a senator
Bradley something.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Let me find who
he's
that
totally
is.
gray. He's got a beard, but the eyes, you can't miss his eyes.
Bradley Whitford. I could picture who you were talking about.
Yep.
And Nick Offerman is the body Arthur. Arthur is the total counterpart to the type of man Garfield is. And yet up till this point. Oh, there's Cheryl Hines from Curb Your Enthusiasm calling out mean Democrats with Bill Maher. That's interesting. Take a look at that a little bit later. So absolutely, if you're looking for, and I love the length of the episodes, it's 4 parts. So you're not making a lifetime commitment to something. There's so many ways to recommend this. On the other hand, there's Pluribus. Now, what's your experience with that been?
Well, it is a difficult to explain show, but I don't think you need to be a super genius to get into it. They just sort of.
Then why am I struggling with it, Miss Murray?
Well, once they've established the premise of what's going on, then it kind of falls into place. But for some reason, I was just inexplicably angered watching the second episode. And it could be just my circumstances at the time were getting like exasperated by what I was watching. But I just ended that show and I was just like, I was as mad as she is, but she's not allowed to get mad because when she gets mad, you know, people die. And I can't explain further than that, but it's a good show. I'm definitely going to watch more of it when it comes out one at a time, but it's frustrating.
My experience was I did not care for the leading actress in this. There was nothing that made me want to care about her.
She's not likable. No, she is not likable.
And it's not that I like. Well, I do like the way Garfield is being portrayed because I think it's accurate. But this is of course, Pluribus is not. It's a fiction.
It's science fiction. Science fiction.
Yeah, and it's an interesting premise, but when I have to start taking notes to keep up with it, I'm out. But I do think, I wonder if Jay has watched it because he's very nerdy about these things. He would.
Well, not only is the main character not likable, no one in the entire show is worth liking.
True.
And that's just my opinion.
I need the two of you to talk Frankenstein here.
I started watching it. I started watching it again. I'm halfway through it.
I watched it last night with my parents, and they stayed up till midnight to finish it with me because it was that good.
If it wasn't 2.5 hours long, I am positive it would be my new comfort movie.
Really?
Yes.
Frankenstein.
There's like an underlying message in it that I find very relatable with the creature. And I have seen people's opinions about it online, and it's where I don't know, I kind of identify with the creature. And I do.
He's the most relatable character in the movie.
Yeah, he comes from such a terrible circumstance that he doesn't understand how he got into, and then he finds himself and figures himself out somewhere else, and then is able to tell his story to his creator, captor, nemesis in a way, and come out seeing the light about himself. And I thought it was beautiful.
Is this a Frankenstein that can make you cry?
Yes. It will.
Oh my
Absolutely.
goodness.
Yeah, the end and the message that he got from Victor, it was very moving, very touching.
It's beautiful. I loved it.
He has a tattoo on his arm that says "Some assembly required." What?
No tattoos.
Although the assembly scene is really cool when he's putting together all the parts to make the creature.
Wow.
It is cool. The whole movie is just cool. And I really liked Elizabeth.
Yeah, now that I've watched it twice, I want to discuss it with someone who's also paid close attention while watching it, because there's things I can't just say here because I'll spoil it for people, but I want to talk to someone. We'll have to sit down sometime, Pamela, and talk about it.
We will. Let's do that soon.
I'd like to talk about it.
Shut up, dummy.
Okay.
You got to watch You have to take the 2.5 hours to watch it. It's so good.
All right, I may try this, but it has to be a weekend.
The Gothic romances are having a resurgence because that new Dracula is coming out.
Oh, yeah.
This movie, oh, gosh.
Isn't there a new Wuthering Heights, too?
Wuthering Heights, yes. I mean, Jacob Elordi is going to be in that one, too.
Yeah, same guy.
Yep.
Right.
I just watched the 30s version I saw the opening of it anyway, Wuthering Heights.
And I love period dramas like that. Put any of them in front of me and I will watch them. Although I told you about Persuasion, which is a humorous one. And it's kind of like a satire on the period dramas like that Keira Knightley did, that were more serious. The Persuasion one with Dakota Johnson, but I love it. That's my current comfort movie because it's just so soft and sweet.
Aww.
And it's not long.
Ellen, tell us about Marty Supreme.
Okay, here's one that we can look forward to, and it's kind of baffling to me because it's a story of a guy that has a dream to be the best ping pong player in the world. But it's got Timothée Chalamet, Gwyneth Paltrow. It's coming out at Christmas, so I expect it's going to be a big draw because everybody goes to movies at Christmas time, don't they? And I don't know. It just seems, I just have a feeling about it. It's going to be big.
Marty
Whether
Supreme.
you like table tennis or not.
Is it a true story?
I'm not sure. But check out the trailer so you just get an idea what it's about.
Did I hear you say yesterday that new Sydney Sweeney movie where she plays the boxer only made $1 million?
Bomb.
Wow.
It actually looked good. But
nobody wants to see Sydney Sweeney.
It's a very
pretty
heavy
girl.
subject, though. I mean, she was an abused woman and she had to work with her abuser, and it's a very heavy story.
She looks like a freak, and nobody wants to get their ass kicked by Sydney Sweeney, and that's not the role she should be playing.
She shouldn't be typecast into just a girl that wears bikinis.
Well, guess what?
Right.
She shouldn't.
I think she's trying to get out of that by doing this role where she's not beautiful at all.
And
Well,
it's a real story. It's a real woman's story.
I do find that she gained 30 pounds for this role and lost that weight, and some of the things she had to do was kind of interesting. But apparently America didn't want it, and it'll be on the streaming services in a week.
Well, I'll watch it when it streams, and I feel bad that they cheapened her in that way.
No, I mean, I give her credit. She took female
bounce
boxing.
back.
She took female boxing out of the strip clubs and so forth, where it was, and tried to make it mainstream. But as popular as she is, it's not a date movie.
No, of course not. It's about an abusive relationship. Women should have gone to see it and see a woman triumph, but guess what? We all hate other women sometimes. And
I've heard that about you guys.
no, and I say we all, but I'm the opposite of that. I am a girl's girl.
Yeah.
But I mean, listen to me. Talk about Sydney Sweeney.
Ella, we appreciate your time this afternoon.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Catch you at the end of the week for the Now Playings and everything else that's going on. Wow, we really talked it up here at 13 minutes. That was an awesome segment.
We killed it today. On happy hour, our day.
Yes, today is happy hour day, a very special day. And we hope you'll celebrate with us after the show at Baumhauer's Victory Grill. And try some of the holiday menu items, including that turkey with the cornbread stuffing. I intend to put my hands on that tonight.
Traffic is brought to you by Chad's AC Direct.
Call Dad. No, Ella, call Chad.
Call Chad's AC Direct today for the best option with your heating and air.
Well, traffic continues to be busy all over the area. Traffic flow is good. We are not seeing any issues anywhere. Just very busy traffic. I-65 and 85 on the boulevards. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to moderate traffic. Buckle up. We will keep you updated. Come by Thompson Tractor and check out the incredible selection of used equipment and see the machines that get the big jobs done. Thompson Tractor off I-85 just past Taylor Road, ThompsonTractor.com. Little J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
Hi there, I'm Kim Williams with Alabama Home Mortgage. For years, I've been asking you to call me at Alabama Home Mortgage because there is a difference in mortgage companies. When you call Alabama Home Mortgage, from the moment we pick up the phone, you will hear the difference. We are passionate about what we do. To us, you're not just another applicant. When you call on us, you are trusting that we have your best interest at heart, and we do. We treat our customers like family, and that's why our customers turn into family, coming back to us time and time again. We know you have many options when it comes to mortgage financing, and we appreciate the opportunity to earn your business. We are excited to hear from you. Give Alabama Home Mortgage a call at 567-4223. That's 567-4223. Or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com to complete an application on your time. Our passion is just one difference that sets us apart from the rest. It's not just a slogan. Call Alabama Home Mortgage because, folks, there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586 368, Equal Housing Lender.
From the beginning, they were applauded. The music that sold over 100 million records. Chicago, May 13th, 7:30 p.m., the Montgomery Performing Arts Center. The music of Chicago, May 13th, 7:30 p.m., the Montgomery Performing Arts Center. On sale at Ticketmaster.com and ImpactOnline.org. Impact Live presents Chicago, May 13th, 7:30 p.m., the Montgomery Performing Arts Center.
Holy cow, Benji. Gold has gone up to $4,000 an ounce. How can our audience cash in at Marguerite's?
At Marguerite's, we do more than sell jewelry. We also buy jewelry. If you have old jewelry, broken jewelry, jewelry that you don't know what it is, bring it to us and we'll pay you for it. So don't let your old jewelry collect dust. Let Marguerite's pay you for it. Take advantage of gold being at an all-time high. Come see us at Marguerite's and let us give you some money.
Tell them where they can find you, Benji.
We're at 8163 Vaughn Road at the Pepper Tree Shopping Center. We're open 7 days a week.
Hi, it's me, Flo, here to tell you that with the Progressive Home and Auto Bundle, you get 24/7 protection, so you're covered no matter where the day takes you.
Even bad hair day?
Yep.
And tree branch fell on my car day?
Especially that day. Progressive has you covered 24/7 for your home and auto.
How about thought it was chicken, but it was tuna day? Or overnight construction outside my bedroom day?
Those days too.
Great, because that was each day this week.